flickers, and then the AOG can come out when you got players who no longer have the spells they can use or the abilities that they can use for mobility.
All right, and we're good. We're locked in for game number 2.
Here. Gatokacha, you are right. He is kind of slower, and you can see where he's gonna land. So, but they banned out that Eve there. That's stationary, so I'm not even sure who he can catch. But he can try to probably catch them out when they're having that team fight, right? Then they're too busy paying attention to what's going on, so they can't really see.
What's up, Wolf? Welcome in, brother.
Here, but for sure they're gonna pick out Kalea, Fredrin, and ZTN on the side of Entity 7, and Harith and Phobius on the side of Alpha 7 here.
Yeah, I think from the bottom of my heart, like Kalea's choice here, it was more to take out from Paquito to like being some idea from Entity 7, which we know that Paquito likes very much to play with Kalea, especially when it comes to this execution to Alpha 7. But now with Fredrin and ZTN here, like especially like trying to once again working on this range situation, but not only that, to spot the enemy, to see and look where this Fabio is gonna be all the time, to not stack this demonic force here, to bring and get this
All right, what are we looking at? Game number 2, Alpha 7 versus Entity 7.
But now here seeing
A7 has to win. Why does A7 have to win?
The jungle.
Oh, Kalea, Fredrin, Zetien. That's actually a fucking savage combination right there. That's a savage combination. Did they ban out the carry? They did not ban out the carry. Oh, but they picked up the Harith. Did they Kalea first? Did they Kalea? They Kalea first. They went Phobius Harith, so they fucked themselves out of the Kimmy. I mean, not the carry, the carry. Not the Kimmy, the carry. Unless, no, they already got the Liam Ward, so that's going into the jungle. Damn, they might have gotten out drafted. They just have to. Man, what kind of reasoning is that?
To me, it's just so amazing how deep these players, these coaches go with the drafting to think about these counters. To me, I wouldn't even have gone one deep out there to be able to figure out some of these counters. And this is just showing, I want to say, the depth that Entity 7. I feel like Alpha 7 might have created a little bit of a monster here by how they defeated Entity 7 yesterday with that draft. I think that really put into Chris Angel how much I was like, now he actually had to sit up and do his seat. Like, okay, we're gonna figure out some type of drafts here that they're not gonna be able to counter, especially allowing with this combination, allowing the Phobius out there. I'm very interested to see how we deal with him. I think Kalea could possibly be a good answer. The only thing I feel like we are missing is the burst that usually accompanies that Kalea pickup with the Tsunami Slam. You get him into the back lines, especially if it's something like a Phobius. That is something you want to take care of very quickly before he's able to get those stacks, before he's able to start the demonic force. Then he's just jumping all over your team.
Yeah. Just waiting to see who they will pick up here on the side of Alpha 7 and T7. They're picking Kimmy here for their mid laner, and their roamer is still out there for them to choose as well. Here on the side of Entity 7, we still need their marksman. It looks like they're taking out Carrie, making sure that they don't have that late game shred that she can provide for the team there. But there are still plenty of marksmen out there that they can choose from. Bruno is still out there.
Bruno.
Yeah, so
I would not be surprised if I see a Granger here on Entity 7's position. But no, Moskov, yeah, just because I said it, but that's okay. Let's hear now the XP lane here, because I was thinking about like this Fabio's threatness all the time here when it comes to this composition, you know, like all
I like A7's draft, bro. I like this draft, bro. That's clean. You got the back line dive, you got the front line, you got the setup, you got the initiator, like you got the follow-ups, like a, yo, I like this lineup. The only thing is they might be lacking damage in this early game.
Alpha 7 is going to bring as a final choice.
They might be lacking a bit of damage in this early game. That's all. They just got to scale.
100% sure it's gonna be the Roamer
But they
here.
got the late.
I'm still waiting. Okay. Entity 7 banned Hylos and Glue here for
Chills, man.
roaming. So what is left here if Alpha 7 decides to prioritize some hero with some kind of control? You know, like.
Yo, Wolf, you should play Final Fantasy, bro. It's free until level 70. Oh wait, never mind.
Gonna be here on this
Fuck.
roaming ship. Okay.
I like it. You've got a bit of control to dive deep into there. He's a lot tankier than he looks, especially because he can get in, get that stun, and be able to kind of shut down a lot of that objective pushing that you can try to do. He also provides, as we know, a lot of map control to get around and potentially here have the entire team. So that's going to make this early game a little shaky for the side of Entity 7, traversing the map.
Cross la neve.
Trying to get back from
La
the
nueve.
side lanes when you have to worry about a chip lurking in any of the bushes with that portal. And suddenly you have the whole of Alpha 7 at your heels.
Yeah, so you're totally right here, Previn, and especially like I believe that from Paquito here choosing this chip, especially to somehow avoid like Entity 7's aggressiveness all the time here, like especially when they guarantee a turtle or a Lloyd, for example, so they continue chasing out, they continue like giving this pressure, dominating the map all the time. So with the portal presence here, might be like look some cautions coming out from Entity 7 to not to continue this aggressiveness all the time. But ladies and gentlemen, let's see what is going to happen.
Game number 2.
Welcome to the land of dawn in this grand final of MCT AMER South. Let's go, Private.
Yeah, game 2 here. Entity 7 is up 1. You know that Alpha 7 is looking to reply in kind to that. Frostlane Eve immediately trying to put on the pressure already. Has a Shen down to about 50% now. That's going to be a Lethal Wanderer possibly going over to the side.
Frostlane Eve.
7.
Yeah, so here in the
La
first
Neve.
both teams are concerning on reaching this level as fast as they can. And now we're seeing the emblem stats once again. Imperial Rage on CTN's hands as killing spree on Leomord here. Imperial Rage for Harriet and the bargain here. Like, okay, so Harriet is like concerning to get these items as faster as it can also, Private.
When I look at Alpha 7 right now, you take a look at their spells. 3 Purifies. When I see 3 Purifies now, and I'm looking at Kalea, I'm like, all right, what's plan B? Because it's going to be very hard for her to be able to lock on to anybody there who's going to have a bunch of those Purifies. We do have the Black Dragon. Oh man, look at the damage going on to Paquito there. So I think we're also going to really have to lean on to this dragon, the Black Dragon coming out from Akashe for some of these engagements. Maybe we just kind of save that Tsunami Slam in the back line for Hesu when he tries to dive. I don't know. We're gonna have to see as this comes on. Hide on bush.
They still got a Fredrin and a Zetchian, so they have different answers.
Yeah, so now it is the time for the truth here in the first turtle. Like immediately started by Entity 7, but here comes the boom.
Yeah, Paquito's gonna go in there, gonna go ahead and get a stun onto Vagian. Out comes.
Big Black Dragon.
Is that gonna be enough? Down. Look at the Flick in trouble here. Gets actually able to get the turtle, but gets taken out by Akashi.
Akashi!
Trying to chase down them, and look at the kills going on for both.
He's gonna win.
Down for the side of Entity 7.
Oh, he got it. Akashi!
Taken out by Akashi. That's gonna be 3 for 3 right now, but the turtle eventually goes to Alpha 7.
Hesu was the hero here now, not only guaranteeing the first turtle for Alpha 7 in here, I believe that was not him, but guaranteeing this double kill to save this situation. Because at the beginning, like, things appear to be not so well for Alpha 7.
Hide on bush. Oh, nice. Oh, big Tsunami Slam. Primary Lotus.
Down for the side of Alpha Alpha 7, and that was a great engagement coming out from Alpha 7, but I
But
feel like Entity 7 closed ranks so quickly, and that just speaks about the synergy that this team has when you have some of these invades coming into their jungle, that they're able to respond so quickly and be able to turn these engagements around.
Yeah, and especially when we talk about like Entity 7 knows how to punish these hesitations, you know, or hesitations or mistakes sometimes, because okay, you got the turtle, you got like double kill on Jesus, and oh, Paquito, let's go.
Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and latch on to begin. Hide on Bush, gonna use that dash to get himself out of harm's way. Here comes Hasu from the backside with that demonic.
Spirited Phoenix.
Comes the Phantom Steed. Black Dragon is out. Finds a Petrifier.
Black Dragon. Black Dragon.
On the backside, in comes the SOD. Doom finding himself a kill while
Somebody help Doom!
replies to V2 right now.
Yeah, they're going ban for ban.
And Alpha 7, and both of these teams, if you didn't think they were evenly matched, those last two fights, how even they are, how the ability that they have to be able to reply so quickly.
Yeah, so eyes on Doom here, especially because
He's gonna miss that minion.
Spear of destruction that he hits on this team fight. So it is a strong weapon here.
I need to rotate for your top lane, bruh.
Team fights. But so far,
Fuck the turtle.
I believe that things could be a worse for Entity 7, but now one more turtle is started by both teams here. Let's go.
Ooh, Hasu onto the backside, turtle down to about 10%. Is that going to be able to get scooped up? Out comes the tsunami slam. It allows Hide on Bush to get the retribution. Flick able to find.
But they're gonna win that fight.
Alpha 7 chasing down Entity 7. You got the turtle, but you lost 2 for it.
And you about to lose mid.
Got a turtle here, but lost 2 players in the process, and maybe the tower #1 here on the mid lane. Oh, Doom.
Oh, crazy Doom!
Looking for blood. Flick running for the hill.
Doom!
Doom able to find himself another kill.
Doom? Yeah, let me stop. Bro, picking up 2. All that gold he was getting starved out just got right back.
Especially on this ultimate, because
Them spirits of destruction is hitting.
for Alpha 7. Here we go.
Oh yeah, latching on the Paquito, not able to find the damage that they need, but Shin on the side. Oh, look at already down to about 25%.
It's a chip though. He don't have to recall. He's just gonna heal.
Still, I want to say pretty tied up.
Another
in
2
there
seconds.
for both of
Yep.
these teams, and as far as the towers are concerned, I still remain.
I do love that passive for Chip, man. It's such a good passive.
Yeah, damage dealt ranking here comes by Shin, followed by Hasu so far. So the second game here being very tied up by both teams. The tower here in the mid lane, I believed and then I thought there was going to be for Alpha 7, but Doom like with a very good ultimate, not only to stop this aggressiveness coming by from Alpha 7, but
Yeah, they need Akashi to have farm.
Double kill here on
So he can keep diving in like that. So this might be a tankier dragon.
Rushing this power spike for Moscow, not only to join this team fights, but also to get in the split push. But on the top side here, 3v2.
Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and try to defend it, but the tower's actually taking a lot of damage, dude.
Okay.
Very wary about trying to press himself up forward, and he does.
Hello? Oh, they're baiting him. They baited the fuck out of him, bro. They baited the fuck out of him. That is insane.
And they don't stop Hasu. Oh, he was forced to use Flick here to survive. Okay, they lost the tower in the top here in the process, but still, like, Entity 7 trying to keep this aggressiveness all the time. One more turtle. One turtle for each team. And now this last one, which is gonna have and which is gonna guarantee this go so far.
I like how the moment they see somebody on map. Alright, so I gotta start adding that to my gameplay. Like, just, yeah, it's good to have presence, but being unseen, oh shit. Oh shit.
For Alpha 7 underneath the tower, Zaman Force has been laid down. Damage coming out there, almost too much for Alpha 7. A very greedy play. Thankfully, Alpha 7 able to find that escape. Now, starting to focus in on the turtle. Hide on Bush, gonna restart it. Frost Lane, Eve.
Sorry, applying that to my match is just not showing myself.
Able to find the tower to get himself back. Now, Paquito coming in here, and Flick.
Woo! Big Spirit Phoenix. Phantom Seed is out though. They need some help. They need help. Oh.
And find the kill.
Yeah, so Doom here. Oh, Paquito so deep, but he brought the team.
Ah, but he's gonna die.
Oh, Doom, I feel like
Mania.
into a fight there with Paquito.
Look at Flick. Look at Flick. Look at Flick.
I'm just gonna spear you into the wall, and then the teleports came down, and it's like I have made a horrible mistake as the entirety of the team of Alpha 7 came in to scoop down onto Shin.
This is the MCT AMER South Grand.
Yo, they really going band for band, bro. Alpha 7 starting to pull ahead.
Alpha 7, a chaotic, a bloody game so far here. 11 kills for both teams. Oh my goodness. The second total was for Alpha 7 though, and they took the tower on the mid lane in the process. But I believe in the last team fight, I believe that Doom took some kind of hesitation because he hit the Spear of Destruction. He joined the team fight and he brought the first kill. But after, like, I thought it was he was about to chase Shin with, on Kimmy because Shin was like heading upside on the river. But he stopped chasing Shin and he decided to help the rest of the teammates on the team fight. But the rest of them was like in trouble. They were like killed. They were like taken down, and Doom was like still alone to trying to do something. He was baiting on the mid lane, so Alpha 7 took this opportunity.
That was a Fed Moskov. They would have won that, but
so now,
not really Fed.
On the mid lane,
He's ahead though, right now. Even though he lost his turret, he's still ahead.
Especially on the goal lead now with a 2K for Alpha
In terms of gold compared to Upa.
I feel like maybe he realized trying to chase Shen would put him.
Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day.
Was starting to pull back, starting to retreat, and that would create a lot of distance between Doom and the.
How you doing, Phoenix? Ooh, my phone is dying.
So then he decided to come back in. Unfortunately, I feel like he was kind of in between the Alpha 7 and Entity 7. So he had to kind of work through Alpha 7, and that resulted in him having to try to run away instead of put on the damage. Now, gonna go ahead and start.
Yeah, no, that bait was crazy. It really was, man.
Alpha 7 trying to zone out. Again, looking for a way in. Now down to 10%. The demonic forces out.
Oh, Black Dragon's in. Oh, they got it though, but do they get punished? Do they get punished? Akashi!
Bush able to answer back immediately. 2 down for the side of Alpha 7. The Doom coming in to find
Upa trying to run. Bro. Upa dead. Oh, get Hesu. Get him. Fuck it, don't. Alright, if he gonna run. Nah, you're not letting them recall so they can push.
Oh shoot, he turned around on me. Yeah. The only person here, and it is a Doom and Akashi now trying to spray down this Lord.
Yeah, Alpha 7 here.
Don't do nothing stupid.
For a player in the process, and useless Lord here so far because he was like taking down on in the mid lane. Okay, no, he's 5% of the HP here, but now
not even. That's like fucking 0.1% HP, bro. 78. 78 is actually crazy.
As we saw on the goal lead here, heading for Alpha 7 with like 2K. Now the goal lead is even for both teams. Oh, Paquito, what are you doing there?
Yeah, he's deep there, but he has his teleporters out there, so he's not really afraid. Teleports the rest of the team from Alpha 7. He told me he was not afraid because he had the rest of the team right there. Back in, goes down immediately. Hide on Bush and the rest of Entity 7 now going to go ahead try to.
I don't know why you challenged that by yourself.
Heck out of a dodge, and that's why I said a great bait there from Paquito. He wasn't really worried. He wasn't running. He knew he still had those teleporters up to call the rest of Alpha 7.
Yeah, so Alpha 7 finding a way here to
doing well on yourself. I'm good. It's been a pretty chill day. Got on stream a little late. Missed the first match because spending time with the family.
Followed by Hesu and Flick to see how tied up this game is so far. Entity 7 try to do something on the push here, but look at
yeah, they find Paquito again, but they need to be very careful. Here come the portals again. Out comes the Phantom Steed, Black Dragon.
Yeah, this time the whole team is there. All right, too long in your dragon form, bro. Oh, did he even Petri? He did, but.
Looking for the disengage, and Doom with the great push onto Hesu, who flickers away. That's a lot of abilities used out of somebody who is able to find himself and escape. Doom to outplay Hesu there, and now finds himself a kill. Phantom Steed comes out as Flick pros on the damage onto Entity 7. Now
That's a fleeting time ship. You're gonna look for another portal.
Yeah, so Doom here still survived. 2 players here down for Entity 7. Paquito was trying
Yeah, he about to go for it. He about to go for it.
Fight someone here, but oh, Shin, very clever to face check on this bush here once again. And now using the visibility here to spot the rest of Alpha 7 players. And now the Lord heading on the downside of the.
I mean, it doesn't even matter. Using that fairy to finish don't mean nothing when you got a chip, because.
Heading for Alpha 7 2K, but at one team fight here, it could all change once again.
Yeah, you can see about a 2K gold lead for the side of Flick here when it comes to the jungle. We still have not been able to find an answer for Hesu. Now add that to Paquito doing such a great job getting
Family first and God, entertainment later. That's one way to look at it.
To have that answered with the teleport, and the rest of the team immediately comes in. So now you don't get the kill onto Paquito. Now you've wasted a lot of ultimates and spells onto him, and then you have to deal with the rest of the team of Alpha 7 coming in. Speaking of which, now lowered down to 50%. Hesu looking for a way in. It's going to start using that demonic force on to hide on bush. Black Dragon is out onto the back line.
Oh wow, they still got it though. Oh, they're about to wipe out. Oopa, run, Oopa. Bro, ain't going nowhere. That's it.
And this might be the final push. 22 seconds left on the board. Tier 2 tower going down for the side of.
Yeah, they got it. They clear. They're gonna juggle up this damage on this. See, look at him. He's taking the turret shot so the minion don't die. That's how you juggle, bro. GG.
Entity 7 here with a chaotic, bloody game, but they guaranteed 2-0.
That's insane.
In this grand final on MCT AMER South here, Zena.
What a match that was. That was what we're here for, right? To see this kind of battle going on here in the group final, right? But wow, they kept it pretty even there the whole time. This is a cool match to see, but they kind of got wiped there at the end and lost it. That was
unfortunate.
I mean, when you're talking about a Doom, and this is exactly what Rico was saying, man. Watch out for Doom on there. When it came to, especially that last fight there, having a great amount to come in there, find the kills that he needed to do as well. Not just that, and the thing too is that I feel like the Lord has been almost an afterthought for a lot of these teams. They go in, they get the Lord, and then they lose a fight, and that's something you have to be so careful about. I know there's the opportunity to get the Lord, but you have to understand, what am I giving up for it? Am I going in to get this Lord, and then am I gonna die? Am I gonna cost my team something? Because I feel like this happened to both of these teams here. Something else that I've been noticing here too is I feel like these fights are getting more and more even. The last game that we had, Entity 7 and Alpha 7 kind of went toe to toe, and as per usual, the macro, the discipline from Entity 7 was starting to show through. More towers, more pushes, more gold. Here, it felt like Alpha 7 was able to hold their own in those toe-to-toes. Still, unfortunately, it takes one fight, and Entity 7 was able to find that victory. But one thing we've seen from Alpha 7, their ability to adjust, their ability to kind of reconfigure themselves, to find those holes, those little chinks in their armor, to be able to patch them up and come back even stronger in the next game.
Yeah, so this is what we expect here in this grand final on MCT AMER South. So as we're seeing here in the highlights, a very interesting early game here, especially from both teams. But getting this all
so tired today.
The first team fights, especially when it comes to assure this totals for Entity 7.
All right, we're at 2-0, bro. Come on, Alpha 7. Like, don't let them sweep, please. Please.
It was like a very good situation for Alpha 7, but it's still like when Doom hitting the ultimate here, like, and guarantee this presence
Mink.
on the team fight, it was like not much more than a presence, but it was still for like this the damage guaranteed by Moskov. Not only the damage, but the stun and so many backlines here that he was able to.
It was a taste of what was to come. That's what it was. Because, like I said, had he been fed, he would have won that fight right there. But he wasn't fed. You know, he didn't hit power spikes. But the moment he hit power spikes, it was over. They couldn't get him.
Obviously, not in the middle lane. Now Doom here once again with the ultimate. Plus here, Sheen doing an amazing job with Zetian, especially with the Fear of the Phoenix here to spot the players from Alpha 7 before like a team fight, for example, or just to try to neutralize once again as we saw. So Doom
already yawned twice.
tried to chase Sheen, but
Them guys got cooked by a first-time Gusion when we played 2 days, bro.
So Doom please stay alive, survive on the mid lane here. So
that match was annoying, bro. I was stressing. I don't think I've played since then. I haven't. I don't even know where my other phone is. I think it's on my bed.
Like here on Alpha 7 guaranteeing the lore but losing players.
Yeah, it's on my bed. I don't think I'm playing today though. I want to play Final Fantasy. I go through like little minor game addictions every now and then where I just like don't want to touch another game. I just want to play that game only. Right now it's Final Fantasy. I do want to play Warframe. But starting tomorrow, we're going back to normal scheduling as the competitive season is going to be over.
I think that it was a disaster appeared for Alpha 7. Doom like free causing this damage, stacking all the time here like
I'm still gonna watch the like Surge Valkyrie. I'm not gonna do that on stream though. I'm just doing that to support Xena.
By Sheen with this Zetian here working on this range and the victory on Entity 7.
Alright, and we have no doubt who our MVP here is. No matter the situation, this player always found a way to come out on top. It was Doom on that Moss.
Doom.
1027 KDA, 56.7k total damage, and 836 gold per minute. A wonderful play there and a wonderful game for Doom there.
Yeah, a great game for Doom. And I don't know if you noticed there. For me, I want to give a shout out to Vagin because when this first started and you saw those 3 purifies, my immediate thought was, what is plan B? Because Kalea's going to have a problem.
Sam, I got Warframe.
But when we watched some of those highlights,
Tom Clancy Resurgence. I've never played any of the Tom Clancy games, bro. I do like I can watch Rainbow Six.
From the fight. This almost always resulted in
but I've never played it. I don't think I ever will. But I do enjoy watching it. What's up, Dark? How you doing, brother?
Trying to get him with the tsunami slam. Here, I mean, Doom, we saw throughout the entire game, always part of these fights.
I'm good. All right, man. That's what we like to hear. Happy Sunday, brother.
Taking full use of all of his abilities, especially that spear of destruction, making sure that every
look, if it got like 10,000 at this point in the game and it survived with 78, that's what I'm saying. Like that HP was like 0.1, 0.01 HP left, bro.
From the Lord there, but yeah, Doom doing a great job. Even that one time, I think the fight you were talking about where Doom had himself a little bit of a problem, where he got separated from the team.
Doom easy clears.
Okay, I need to go back to the team. That's because before when he used the SOD in the fight before he came in, I think he went on to Paquito on the Chip, and Chip was able to distance himself with Doom in tow, and then he immediately dropped on the teleports, and it's like, oh damn, I've made a mistake here, guys. Let's talk about this. So the second time, I think there was maybe a little bit of PTSD when it came to chasing Crosslane Eve the same way. He was like,
Crosslane Neve.
I'm gonna go back to the team.
I actually said it, but that was like slowing down that time. Crosslane Neve.
Yeah. Honestly, I would not be surprised if the MVP goes to Shin, because especially with the number of assists, like I believe it was like 13 assists on this second game here. So Shin played a very well.
Welcome in, good news. Thank you for claiming that second.
To the Fear of the Phoenix to spot the players on 7R and to. And from
how you doing, brother? Brother.
Start the
Brothers left and right
tactics and
today.
the strategies coming by from NTT7 on this team fight, especially around the objectives. When it comes to the lords also.
I don't even say nothing about no stop yawning. I don't know. I'm tired today. I don't even know why I slept.
The situation here's the thing. 2-0 for Entity 7. We saw yesterday, like, there was 2-0 to Entity 7, and Alpha 7 came with a reverse sweep, right? But
Something like that.
at least in my opinion, it is different from yesterday, because even though
My phone is barely working.
Entity 7
More reason to play Final Fantasy.
played very, very well. On the first game here, they were not like playing well. On the second game, they played a lot here versus Entity 7. It was like some details that would matter to get the victory for Entity 7. I believe now it is time for Alpha 7 to react on this.
Yeah, look, you guys were talking about Vagin. He did a wonderful job as a roam. He did get the 2 MVPs yesterday. His target was Flick, and he made sure that he was not able to get those lords, and he was just he had his goal, made sure that his team was able to do the damage, get in there, the major threat, and take that out. So wonderful play there by Entity 7 for sure. Their strategy and their coach and just they're well rounded. They've always been, and that's what made them, you know, the best
I'm out on
here
top.
in the South, one of the best. So seeing these two teams go at it, let's see if Alpha 7 can kind of figure it out and stop this reign that they got going here with the 2-game win streak right now. So far, they're going to go ahead and ban out the Phoveus and the Boxia up first.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that what happens a lot when I see grand finals or like the pinnacle of 2
Open your eye, bro. I was just listening.
teams fighting is that one team will
I was just seeing if she was in flow state. Damn. She's not in flow state, by the way.
And it kind of gives the impression that the other team is failing or that they're throwing or something like that. Here, they said Alpha 7 is a strong team. And I don't think I've seen any other team able to come toe-to-toe with Entity 7 the way...
Tell me why I actually smacked this shit and it fixed itself for like 20 seconds. Hey, didn't I tell you? Now just do that again until it like fixes permanently. Or breaks, whichever comes first.
You are having the best game throughout 90% of it. You're stomping them. What was the last score? I think it was like 12-4.
And if it doesn't work, beat it.
Able to find themselves a win through that game as well. And that's something that you always need to be worried about, even when you're in the lead. Now we're talking at a point where Alpha 7 has kind of lowered it to where you guys are on even ground. That's something that's even more dangerous for Entity 7 or for Alpha 7, because Entity 7 is so good even when they're on their back foot. And here you haven't even been able to threaten them as much just yet.
Real fight.
Yeah. And especially when it comes to like these both teams, like we were talking before this broadcast, and Private was asking telling and talking about like some histories that we were able to.
I wish Kalea could do some decent damage, bro.
Two teams. And Zena was talking about Vagin and his brilliant performance on the side.
She does in the early game. Just the combination is like with the sustain. She's actually pretty good in lane, but
Vagin is a very experienced player. Like he's been through the scenario.
that's why they banned out the. Wait, you really wanna?
Okay.
Oi.
We'll talk about that later because
I wanted you to go on with the history. I didn't want to react because I love hearing about the history.
They don't got the Phoveus. They banned out Kalea.
It has to, because on one side you have Zushin from Alpha 7 and
Oh man.
Entity 7. Man, this is gonna be a lot of chaos.
They can lock in the Kaja. That's about it.
Yeah.
I think she's cool, but it's just not worth playing without a full 5. Wait, who are we talking about?
I think they kind of know
Oh,
that-
Kalea?
didn't they
Oh,
do
yeah,
that
no,
as
no,
well
yeah, for
with
sure.
Dream Max? They let Zushin out. Yeah, so I feel like it's their strategic play because they
Any
know how to
pick
deal
off,
with it, you know? So,
Rome, you need a 5 for,
Terry,
because
on that field,
you need the team to be coordinated to actually be like, oh shit,
kinda take her out.
kill the person that they just grabbed. Versus a hero like Tigreal or Minotaur, they're like, oh shit, the whole team's getting knocked up, kill everyone.
Against Dream
Like-
Max, they were an underdog team who performed exceptionally well to get to that level, to get to the third place here. Last time we saw Alpha 7 and Entity 7 face.
Same with like Jawhead. Any pick off. Kaja, Kalea, Jawhead. Like, you need a coordinated team for it to work.
What they can go with. What's up, Rico?
Ruby.
Yeah, don't catch up.
Ruby is gonna be the last banner here for Entity 7. Watch my words. Mark my words here. Ruby. We saw this.
The Ruby. No. Yeah, they're gonna ban the Ruby. They still got EXP and Rome.
Did not play a thing on the last game here, so.
It's either Ruby or Kaja.
I think that is Ruby. Ruby's gonna be the last ban here.
Your team is banning.
Because Eldora, they can use Eldora here. Besides, Zunshin is already on.
Eudora's not a counter for her. I don't know why. Who put this idea? Oh, okay, Show.
Okay.
Yeah, Show. Yeah, that's valid.
And Cho makes more sense here too, because I feel like Ruby doesn't do. You can counter the Fanny, but you also kind of have to deal with that in your lane. That it really has not had a great showing as far, and not to say too, that was a very dominating game in Alpha 7 North, where the last game of the series they pulled out a Fanny, the enemy team pulled out a Fanny, and I feel like that was more of a desperation. Let me throw on my best. Like we saw yesterday from DreamMax, from King, who took out that lance, and he did exceptional on that lance. The team still lost, but that was still a great game that he played on his lance there, and I feel like that was more the mindset of just like, let me pull out my best.
Tiger just delivers team kills for his team. Yeah, but he's not great right now.
And we have to be very, very confident about this draft, I guess.
No, I feel like Fanny can kind of like swoop in and kind of take her out, like if anything. So maybe that was their kind of plan there. And
the reason he's not great is just there's too much going on right now. Like a lot of heroes with a lot of range. He doesn't do good against ranged heroes. Because you have to use that flicker to get his implosion off 90% of the time. Which, if you're burning a flicker, then that's 2 minutes you can't make a play just to get an implosion. So, not every time, but most of the time you're gonna have to. So it's like he's good against physical ranged heroes, which there's not a lot of physical ranged heroes being picked up in the current meta. A Badang!
Guinevere and Badang here for Alpha 7. Okay.
I don't know why I just call him Badang when I always call him Badang.
And Badang on XP lane, or
it's valid though. It's valid for a Fanny. It fucks him up. But it can also be a double-edged sword because a Fanny can use that wall. So it's a double-edged sword.
For sure.
Yeah, because I don't see Guinevere on the XP lane here, to be honest. You know, like maybe there's a possibility, but I don't see Hassel playing with the Guinevere here. But when it comes to, especially to get this out initiation from Alpha 7, you have Badang here on Hasu, on the XP lane, and Guinevere on Paquito. Okay, very nice. Right, let's go.
Badang is fun as fuck. Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Here, on Entity 7's
You're like one of my favorite heroes, like a few seasons back. My Badang is nasty. I won't even. Not even trying to toot my horn or gas myself up, but my Badang is nasty.
I think there's only Upatizi doesn't have like an entire kit build out of CC here, which might prove a little bit of a problem for Entity 7. It's definitely going to be a problem for people like Akashi.
No, I'm gonna gas myself up a little bit. All my roams is nasty, bruh.
Take most of that CC.
Ain't not one roam that I cannot use.
Very interesting makeup here, and I'm very excited to see what Hide on Bush can do with this Fanny, especially against the composition that seems aimed to really take him down.
Yeah, so let's see what is going to happen here on game number 3 in this MCT AMER South Grand Final. Entity 7 versus Alpha 7. It is 2-0 for Entity 7. Now it is time for Alpha 7 to start a reaction here. So here we go, Private.
Yeah, very excited here. You can see both of these teams both of these junglers doing an even job when it comes to taking down their boss.
I did a long ass split screen.
This early game kind of develops, because the big thing for me is, as powerful as Fanny can be, there are a lot of boxes you need to check during a successful game. You're really leaning on your team to get that vision so that they.
My Nana is nasty. I'm like Ritz Nana got bro. I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to see. Oh my days! Paquito saving a lot. Not Paquito, but dang, Hesu saving a life right there. Mink. Dang loses that, bro.
One of the situations that they can read is like, okay, they have a funny, so maybe
Gwynny Rome. Bro, I would have just put Badang on a fucking Rome. We've seen it before. Why not put him in Rome? Badang loses to the Gwen. You should have had Gwen against the Esme.
This is a win condition for Fanny, as we all know. Oh, here, Doom versus Ubatizi. Okay, so very interesting 1v1 here. It's a Bruno versus Claude. Oh, we're gonna see here which is gonna have this advantage. But so far, oops, Ubatizi, at least with the Dexter hologram here to like gain this position, he might have some advantage on this early game.
Well, you can already see the laning down at the bottom really going in favor of MCT7. Akashi having a great game on that Esmeralda. I'm not sure if he saw that flick went into that push. So yeah, they're gonna have a 2v1 down at the bottom, but does look like Akashi really kind of pointing is able to kind of force them away. Paquito getting a little information from MCT7 is gonna go ahead and retreat back to this turtle that's being.
Oh, nice.
Big pop-up lands on the back end. Is that gonna be enough? You see there with revitalizes out there plus the cables coming.
Oh, the blazing duet though.
On the backside, Hada and Bush is able to find the turtle, and Hesu able to find a kill onto Begin. Akashi able to take down the Alpha 7 jungler. Now the fight continues here. A big.
This is what I mean. That wall can be a double-edged sword, bro. She can use it.
Underneath the towers. Oh, Akashi might be in a little
They
bit of
can't get
trouble.
it, bro.
Eve bravely able to find a slam onto him in that lift up, but no worse for wear. 1-1 and a turtle.
Alright, once they get level 4, stay good.
Yeah, not only the turtle here, private, but also so much gold energy on Doom on the gold lane because Upatizi went to join the team fight here using the blazing duet to help the rest of the teammates, while Doom was like, okay, so much gold energy here for me. It's like so much a resource. And now the Has claws here on Bruno's hand to cause this pressure here, to have this life steal situation to get more sustain on the gold lane. But once again here,
I don't even have his boost yet.
I talked about like to keep the eyes on Doom, and I believe that Akashi is going to have this protagonism here on this game number 3, because Esmeralda here, I believe that he's going to be very one of this resistance situation here. But not only that, but it's also to like handle things when these things get tough for Entity 7. And you know, Esmeralda here like absorbing this shield, doing one of the front lines here to secure some situations for Entity 7. It might be very interesting for them.
Yeah, you can see here a lot of pressure kind of mounting around mid. Evil Queller comes out, does catch Vagin, while Hydon Bush going to go ahead and work on this purple buff. 12 seconds till the next turtle here, right? You can see Akashi in a good position here.
Gold is still very much even. It's only 1k. 1.7. Not too much of a gap. Oh, good stun. Good stun. That is not enough, bruh.
Yeah, so 2v1 here on the bottom lane, but now Heidelbush heading on the back end so fastly here, heading on the turtle to secure and fight back this objective. Oh, here comes the jump.
Yeah, Violet Requiem comes out, followed up by the AOG coming out from the side of Entity 7. Real world manipulation slammed down, and a little bit of a pickup there onto Akashi, but Hydon Bush very clearly able to pick up the turtle without hesitation and without reply from Alpha 7.
Yeah,
damn, bro.
Here in the goal lane here, Doom forcing the blade.
Is it gonna be a sweep again?
I believe it's gonna be tough for Alpha 7 in here, privately, because as we saw in the last team fight, Paquito using the jump here to
There's no way we're gonna get double sweeps.
This ult ultimate and trying to neutralize someone. But Paquito as a roaming here and a Guinevere, like the Requiem Violet with this control, it is very it's a very positive situation, but at the same time it's not that fast to neutralize a player. So by the time that Paquito was using the jump and the Requiem Violet,
Sure.
immediately came the reroll manipulation from Shin, and the damage was like casting and punishing and the rest of the players from Alpha 7. So they have to pay attention about that situation. Oh, here comes.
Oh, and they keep missing Shin. They really are super thirsty for Shin, who's doing a great job of keeping that distance. Not just that, but we've talked over and over the last few weeks when it comes to having a Guinevere on your team, there needs to be more than just the Violet Requiem to be able to do damage. Yes, it's a great control option. Yes, it does great damage in the early game. Ooh, big Fistcrack comes out, but dude, he can find his way out. But there needs to be a secondary source of damage from one of your teammates, and right now we don't really have a big source.
Ult? Oh, he didn't even have ult. What? I mean, they pick it up. Flick! Run, Flick, run! Oh my days. Just back up, bro. Just back up, bro. Oh my days, bro. Why would they even engage that? They didn't have the ultimate on Hetsu. That was so, I don't know, bro. Alpha 7. What are we doing, bro? They would have had the ulti. They would have got that kill without even a doubt. They just forcing shit for no reason.
If they haven't beaten a Doom here on the top side. So Doom was out, but still like Entity 7 was able to respawn back this initiation. Now, one more turtle for Entity 7. The third one for the team from Chile. The goal lead here like heading for
Alpha 7 could reverse sweep. Fanny not late game hero, as we saw when VP1 used it. Yeah, but there's still things that late game Fanny can do, and they're like 4K ahead now, and that's growing.
Especially in the early game, just is not there. You have a Flick, I want to say, is probably the only real source of damage right now, and I think the only thing he has.
And then they still got to deal with this Bruno late game. So even the Fanny, your jungle is really for your early game. Your jungle carries the early game. There is no real late game jungles because, with the exception of Hanzo, because like and all this, I guess. Alright, there's a few, but like most of the time your jungle is supposed to carry the early game, your marksman carries the late game, your mage is all around. So even though this Fanny might fall off, you still got Doom that's gonna be fucking loading meteors and them kicks. Oh my day, yeah, it's over, bro. They lost this, bro. They're not fucking around. They trying to end this shit. Oh, you stayed a little too long, bro. Unless they messed up. If they mess up, then it's a different story. Catches them. Can we get Doom? Doom? I'm about to say, bro. Oh my. Akashi is just eating damage. W, they can get something here. They can get Lord, they can get mid, they can get a good amount. That just put them back in the game. For sure.
Everything is tied up once again.
Yeah, and I was just talking about how the only real
I want to say tied up, but they're back in the game. Notice how, and I be trying to say this to a lot of teams, like, notice how everyone is on this top side of the map. They're moving as a unit. They're not even touching bottom, bro. Which is, like, when you're behind or when the game is close, that's what you want to do. You want to move as a unit.
Yeah, so here comes the Lord. Alright, I think that he... Oh yeah, he's heading for the mid side on the mid lane here now.
They want to crack as much space open as possible. I don't think they're looking for inhibitors. They're not looking for inhibitors here. They're just trying to open up this map. They're not being greedy. They're being greedy. They try to force mid, but they're not. They just want these outer turrets. And this is also why Fanny's good, because she just pushed the whole lane. So even though like they were losing out there, the Fanny's still able to find something and get away. That ability to split push and just get the fuck out is why the Fanny's good in late game. You're not there to get like you're still gonna get kills and stuff, but your real thing is your mobility and pressure on the map now. Oh, what?
Comes out there as well. Bagin gets caught, lifted up. The rest of Akashi and Shin on the backside are forced to stare. In comes Flick with the kill onto Bagin.
Bro, ain't no way.
So he doesn't get lifted up, and Flick able to come in.
I'm gonna have to watch that back, bro. I'm gonna have to watch that back.
Paquito was a monster now because by the time that Bagin did,
I've never seen that interaction before. I didn't know it worked like that.
So by the time that like Gato Chacha landed on the map, here comes right the jump here to neutralize Gato Chacha here, and it worked so well for Alpha 7. So one player down for Entity 7. Goal lead here. Okay, not so big for Alpha 7.
I'm gonna have to watch that interaction again, bro, because I've never seen that, bro. Yeah, mage is like an extra roam. It's your roam with damage. That's what it is. Your roam, but with damage. Or utility, depending. Most of the time, it's going to be damage, though.
Especially with Hydon Bush, like playing on Funny to like get more resources here, get more kills to secure another Lord.
Yeah, right now, basically a tie, a game for both. Towers just narrowly on the side of Alpha 7, who have the momentum at their side. A great positioning on the Lord as the rest of Entity 7 looks to possibly come in. Hydon Bush on the opposite side of the map, so that's going to go ahead and tell Alpha 7 to go ahead and try to push.
Still got his fist cracked, by the way. Still has his fist cracked, by the way.
The smart play coming out from Alpha 7 to get the objective. That's all they needed. They didn't need the kill.
Fanny pushing that top side. They knew they weren't going to get Lord, so they tried to get a push.
Yeah, and I believe that it comes to a point of the game that Fanny is like, I think that Fanny is not gonna do much here on this situation because
they're not going to clear in time.
Map domination, it comes to
Yeah, they're not going to clear in time. Waves aren't going to be synced.
The most of the players are getting stronger, as we saw now the Blade of Despair.
Watch Paquito. Watch Paquito. Watch Paquito.
Yeah, you're going to see the charge coming in from the Lord. It's going to drop the high ground tower down to about mid. Hydon Bush actually took a decent amount of damage. Had to go back to base very quickly. Now, mounting down at the bottom, you can see...
Oh, we're not going to force this? Alright. Shit, never mind. Shit. They add everything in their kit.
Yeah, so Entity 7 here now, still with the high ground towers standing, but very injured, especially the mid and the top side ones. But even though Entity 7...
They just want Lord to do the work. I get it. It's valid. It's a slow game, but I get it.
We are heading for a point of the game which this goal lead is not gonna matter anymore because of the players be on full build. But still, like Alpha 7 dominating these sides, dominating these minion waves here to controlling this vision, to controlling this information all the time here for Entity 7. It is very nice for like Paquito to use the jump. Oh, it is very nice too. Oh, for us on even when Bagin. Oh.
Yeah, Bagin might be in a little bit of trouble. You can use the AOG.
Oh shit. But meanwhile on the backside, Upa, get back in that fight, brother. Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh, go again. There goes the fist crack. Did he just fucking use his thing? Oh my days. Right before Lord too. They're good. They're good. They chilling. They ain't gonna even force nothing here.
Very hard team fight here once again. Alpha 7 leading the advantage, taking down 3 players for Entity 7. When it all appeared here to be like
Not the missing their first skill.
to be very bad for Alpha 7, they reversed that situation once again. And Hesu, what a monster, using the ultimate here to neutralize this Entity 7's chasing down of the rest of the players. Frost and Evo would like neutralize it very fast on the back line here, but still Alpha 7 having the peace and the calm and the resilience here to manage and taking the players out on Entity 7. Now, the Lord, once again, secured by Alpha 7. They have to try to finish this game now.
Man, what happens to Entity 7 at game 3? Every single time they have struggled, even at the dominance in the first 2 games. Hide on Bush on the side as Alpha 7 and Entity 7 clash. Real world manipulation is down. Begin finds a kill on the Frost lane. Eve. Now Doom finds one onto Hesu. 2 down for the side of Alpha 7, who are now looking to disengage. Paquito on the run, being chased by Akashi and the rest of the team. Doom putting the boots down onto Alpha 7 now.
Bro.
Entity 7 gonna have to answer.
What happened? I looked away for 2 seconds.
Paquito finds a recall back to base. 3 members here to defend this base as they focus down on the tier 2 tower. Meanwhile, Hide on Bush gonna take the minions.
Oh, W. No Violet Requiem though. No Violet Requiem.
Find himself a pop-up, does not get it. Minions
Dude,
are down.
bro.
Trying to kill onto Paquito, taking
Bro.
down the minions as Shin lays down some damage.
Well,
for the
game's even again.
team.
Alpha 7. Alpha 7. You got the Lord. Okay, you were like you were going to the jungle, you were going to enemy jungle to get this information, to get this vision. Okay, but why heading from the purple buff here like to have this aggressiveness here on this game? And now you lead like Entity 7 to get back in this game once again. At least they didn't lose the high ground tower here on the mid lane.
I don't know why we don't just call them inhibitors, bro.
But still now Entity 7
They're called inhibitors. Just call them an inhibitor, bro. Please. Please. The game literally says your inhibitor is under attack.
He returned the damage so well here on Blake.
Yeah, and you see now minions. This whole game right now, I feel like this is going to be a game of macro. Can we get the pressure of these lanes pushing into the towers while also having a fight? Right now, Hide on Bush is like the sole split pusher for the side of Entity 7. His whole job is to try to clear out those lanes and then get back to the fight. The only problem is when it comes to these Lord engagements, Hide on Bush can choose one thing: get to the Lord or be able to clear out these side lanes. He has not been able to do both just yet because Alpha 7 has been doing such a great job of finding these pushes, of being able to take down these objectives so quickly.
Yeah, but now here comes once again here Alpha 7 flick. Oh, they have to take care here from Entity 7's initiation. Okay, I believe that Alpha 7, there was one more thing that Alpha 7 has to like keep an eye on, especially when there's Entity 7's condition on team fight, because when it comes to Esmeralda ultimate, for example, and the real world manipulation to call this like there's a little slow down here. Like it takes a chance for Entity 7 to start a team fight, especially with the avatar of the Guardian on Vagin. So Vagini here had this ultimate like working in a positive way for Entity 7. It might like turning point for Entity 7 here versus Alpha 7. Now here one more Lord, both teams with the 5 players. It's gonna be more than a macro. It's gonna be a chess play here from these 2 teams, because it might be the last Lord here for both teams to finish this game.
Yeah, especially I want to say they're looking out for Frostlane Eve on the side of Entity 7. They really want to be able to get that down. This all relies on them being able to protect Frostlane Eve and Flick, the jungler, for this fight to make sure that they can continually have that suppressing power when it comes to a lot of these fights. Now Akashi, again in the front side, Doom sitting there lying in...
They still have the lead, bro. Hide on Bush ain't even here. Okay, but they're on their way. They're on their way. Look at Hide on Bush. AOG comes out. They reset though. They reset. No way, bro. Oh, W fist crack. Wait. The Blazing Duet. Oh, do you win? Does he beat Doom? Does he beat Doom? All right, they lead. Yo, they got it. They got it. They got it. They got it. Bro, y'all just wasting time, bro. Y'all just wasting time. Y'all only need one person. Yup. Yeah, and they just killed Hide on Bush. It's over. It's over. Fuck your lord. There we go. We got ourselves a series. Not Flick trying to get into the fucking picture. He got there.
Alpha 7 coming from the ashes like a phoenix to win the game number 3. We have a best of 7. We have a final here, Zena.
Now, yes, this is a final here. That mid-game wipe on Entity 7 had Alpha 7 able to kind of like get back on the map here, and they were able to give that pressure and kind of fight back. And then Upatizi getting his power spike. It was amazing to watch it all go down here. This is what I love about ML. The fact that, you know, it could be anybody's game and it could turn things around just like that.
Yeah, a great game for Alpha 7. So
damn, that was 21 minutes.
Early pressure coming on.
I didn't feel like 21 minutes.
Take a look there.
21-12.
Upatizi with 5-0 and 9. A great job by Alpha 7 to kind of elongate that early game. Give Upatizi the chance he needed to. Sitting here, even with all the deaths happening on the side of Alpha 7, Upatizi always remaining calm. 5-0 and 9.
Hey, yo, good news. You been playing solo to Robo, bro?
Put on the damage on the side of Entity 7.
We're gonna play solo to Robo in a minute. That's what's been missing. That's been the missing piece of the puzzle. Or hasn't played solo to Robo.
Flake playing very well here on
shaking my head.
Upatizi with the Cloud. Even though like with so much pressure on the goal lane here caused by Doom and Bruno, so Upatizi was able to like, okay, we have to calm down and wait for the right moment. And the right moment came by the time that Entity 7 like were too deep on the mid lane and lost all
Upatizi in that last play, bro.
I would say that
Upatizi definitely fucking closed that game.
But in a time that they were not disciplined here on the mid lane, losing the...
And in this fight right here, this was just Alpha 7 being stupid. I'm not even gonna cap. Because they initiated this without Hesu having ulti. Had Hesu... Oh, and he trapped him in. Yeah, he kinda cooked, bro. He cooked them. He was trying to dash out, though.
Especially like neutralizing on the XP lane. But still, I don't believe it was that. I think that it was that moment that Entity 7 like were too deep and lost all the players.
Frost staying in too long right there.
Alpha 7 was like still waiting for the right moment. I believe it was that moment here. So Entity 7 like Alpha 7 was still with the tower number 1 in the mid lane, and Entity 7 was like making a dive on the tower number 2. I didn't get it, to be honest.
Maniac.
But still, like Alpha 7 has nothing to do with that. They got a wipeout. They went through it. They trying to dominate this pace so far, and then.
I'm sorry, guys. I keep yawning. I don't know why I'm like so damn tired today.
So they went to the purple buff. Entity 7 responded so well, like guarantee. I believe it was like 4 players for Alpha 7, heading back the game for Entity 7 once again. After that, I believe it was like a chess move here coming out from both teams, especially on the Lord, and Upatizi working so well.
I'll be right back.
Situation here to avoid this damage coming out from.
I don't got my water bottle because I need to
for
clean it.
example, and also causing this damage with the Blazing Duet, waiting for the right time from this games here. So we hear the last Lord here. So I believe that Iron Bush. I believe that was the purpose was not to getting this Lord on reset here, which gave Alpha 7 the chance to respond so well here. Besides Entity 7 getting this Lord, but Alpha 7 and Hesu once again with the ultimate here, like to stun and taunt 2 players on Entity 7. It was really good for Alpha 7 here, and getting not only the team fight here, but also the victory in this game number 3.
Yes, and when the game was on the line, this player delivered in a spectacular fashion. Our MVP here, Upatizi, getting that power spike, 509 KDA, 82.7k total damage, 769 gold per minute. An amazing play at the end of the game. He had the comeback.
I want to say too, when it comes to this team, I mean, we're probably not going to see a highlight from the first 50% of the game because I feel like Upatizi put his head down, hunkered down, and understood I need to farm. I need to get these 3 items. I just don't pay attention to what's going on with the rest of the team, understand where my power spike comes in, and then he can start taking part in a lot of these fights. And they did such a great job of kind of holding off that from the beginning, taking advantage of a lot of the mistakes that I want to say the few mistakes that Entity made, especially like you were talking about, diving underneath a tier 2 tower while tier 1 is still up. Man, that I'm gonna tell you, there's some confidence that you have to do that to a team, and I want to say Alpha 7 punished them for it, able to give Upatizi enough time to really start coming online, get all the items that he needed. Not just that, but in the chaos of the matches, I wonder if we're gonna see the one I'm thinking of, where he goes into the Lord Pit, deep into the Lord Pit. Yeah, here he goes into the Lord Pit, then finds Doom and is able to chase down Doom onto the backside.
Oh yeah, so Upatizi here like working so well on this Blazing Duet and this mobility here with the Dexter hologram to neutralize the carry ones from Entity 7 and guaranteeing the victory on the game number 3 here for Alpha 7. We have a best of 7 here. Okay, Entity 7 is still strong, but Alpha 7 make them bleed once again.
Hey, it could be anyone's game now with the global bans happening. You know, there's going to be less of the hero pool here, and it still could be anyone's game. We're only like 3 games in right now, and there's still someone needs to win like probably 2 more here if they were to try to win Entity 7, or it can be Alpha 7's game. Like you never know.
It's interesting to note too as well. Yesterday, this is exactly where Alpha 7 was able to turn it around on to Entity 7 after the second game. It felt like on the third game, they were able to come together, understand what they needed to do to be able to push this and take it to Entity 7 now. So I feel like the ball is in Entity 7's court right now. Are you going to be able to adjust as well, or is this wash, is this momentum that comes from Alpha 7 usually at game 3, is that going to be too much for them to withstand? I mean, they have plenty of time to figure it out. We have a best of 7 here as well, so we'll just see how well it kind of comes in there. Right now, going back into our game 4 draft.
Yeah, looking at so many gray heroes here, like banned on the global ban. So which one is supposed to be banned here on the game number 5 so far? Number 4. Sorry.
Game number 4.
I'm too early. I'm really excited. But Alpha 7 heading for Harriet here at the first ban, like focusing on this goal lane on Doom so far. So let's see. Box, yeah, okay, that's very good. I believe that Alpha 7 now is banning Zunshin here to avoid from Entity 7, because even though like I think that now they have this confidence and this powerful to turn even this series here to go on 2-on-2.
Yes, for sure. They're gonna go ahead and ban out Harith here in Boxia. I guess they still have that Zusha. Yeah, never mind. They're gonna ban that out. They knew how much of a terror she could be. Like, even though people think they haven't figured out that it's not true, because she can be a menace for sure with her CC. They're gonna ban out Freya as well here on the side of NTC 7.
I feel like if it's, yesterday when we talked about it, Zushin was banned the entire time. I feel like here, Entity 7 maybe is kind of sacrifice giving up that Zushin pickup, at least so that now they can have a little bit of breathing room. Something that we don't have to ban it anymore. We don't have to worry about it. It's out there. We lost to it. Let's pick it back up, boys. Now we have a free slot that we can use for our bans and not have to worry about that pickup there here. I want to say, like, yeah, the big Magic users being banned out by the side of Alpha 7 here, and I'm kind of wondering where we go from here. Still have some options, Phoveus and Marcel being some big ones for, I want to say both of the teams. Phoveus?
No, only for Entity 7. Yeah, Alpha 7 used Phoveus.
Yes.
I believe it was in the first game. So it opens an opportunity here for Entity 7 to guarantee in this 1-2 choice for them. But now we're seeing Alpha 7 has this first choice here. Oh man, Suyo is open for Alpha 7. No, it's not open. It's already been used. Boxade is banned. No Marcel. Who's left?
Harley,
Oh my
yes.
god!
Right now, on the
Harley,
side of
I want to say
NTT 7, they
Harley's
can
probably
pick
the
up.
next best option.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
Carry,
gonna say
okay.
Carry was open because they kind of used a lot of their marksmen out there, so Carry would be the top priority pick. But also Harley's still open as well for them to use. Phoveus on the side of NTT 7 that they can pick up. They went ahead and picked up the Harley there. So there's still a lot of options here left for them to choose from.
Now I'm kind of wondering what you pair it with. Do we potentially find ourselves at Phoveus, maybe, especially with a carry, or is it a little bit too early on our side to pick up the Phoveus? We can still kind of wait. We don't have to worry about Alpha 7 being able to pick it up, but we do have to worry about potentially a Uranus coming out from the side. Oh, there's the Phoveus. You have the option of a Uranus coming out from the side of Alpha 7 too as well. I'm actually kind of curious as to how he does against the Phoveus. I imagine he can get a pretty decent amount of stacks up there, but you really want the Uranus to kind of be that barrier in between your line and the Harley, coming out with some of that deadly magic and the stacks that can come out of it as well.
Yeah, it might be a possibility here for Alpha 7, but now they're thinking on the response here on Flake and Frost will never here with more two heroes. Maybe I believe they're trying to working on this Kalia and Fredrin. Also very strong one here, like Paquito playing with Kalia, like having this aggressiveness once again, like trying to use this Slam here to isolate one player, for example, plus the Precious Wrath. It could be a very interesting combo when it comes to Alpha 7's composition so far. So let's see what is Entity 7's about to bring for us.
Yeah, I feel like Alpha 7 could pick up the Lunix to kind of like help with Harley, trying to get that mid lane there for them. We are waiting to see now what Entity 7 will pick up. The Valier, they're gonna push Kalia away and Fredrin. Okay.
This land is our
Well, I mean, you basically come with your own Purify on Valier with that Vengeance Flame, so you'll be able to get away from that. And I want to say, too, Kalia was banned out twice by Entity 7 earlier than this, so apparently they do know the danger of giving Paquito that Kalia as well. So it's going to be something here very hard for Entity 7 to possibly get over. Now, going into the second banning phase, Lapu Lapu taken off of the board on the side of Entity 7, and I'm kind of looking, what else are we needing? I think we're looking for a roam and a marksman on the side of Entity 7, and I want to say an XP laner and a mid for the side of Alpha 7.
Yeah, so here, like, from the Entity 7 side, no Claude, no Bruno here, no Moskov to work on this gold lane. So which one is gonna it's gonna be appear here now? Focusing on XP lane here, Yuzong and Lapu coming out from Entity 7. Glue, it is the Alpha 7 choice, and now is the last ban for them. Maybe to still continue on this XP laner focus. No Yuzong, yeah, no Yuzong anymore. So maybe trying to focus this Uranus, for example, or maybe looking for a roamer here to take down maybe a Hylos, for example. Yeah, so Hylos, I think that was a idea to trying to avoid some kind of control, especially when Kalia trying to use this slam, trying to use to get this flank or back line. So it was a good ban here for Alpha 7.
Yeah, for sure. Now they're just making sure that they're being more choosy with their picks here and being picky, making sure that they can have something. Triza can be chosen here as well, but I don't know how well he would be doing in this situation. You said they're gonna need that marksman now. What will they be able to choose on the side of
Alice
no,
here,
not
maybe for Akashi.
On the
I
side
don't
of
see.
Entity 7.
Yeah.
I just hope it's not a 1-1.
Granger.
Last
Yeah,
time-
it's Granger.
Granger. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I adore Granger. He's probably the first hero that I one-trick when I started playing Mobile Legends to get to Mythic. However, man, he has gone through some transitions, and right now I feel like there's a lot lacking in the damage that he can provide out there, especially if he's doing anything but dominating in his lane right now. I feel like he does very well against the carry, so I'm expecting to see some pressure coming from Alpha 7 to try to hold Granger back. But like I said, if he's doing anything but dominating in his lane, I feel like the damage can lack, especially with a lot of what I've been seeing built on the Granger too. I've been seeing like Sea Halberd built on him, things that don't really specialize with the poke that he can do. Oh my God, Paquito! We saw this yesterday. The Paquito coming out from Alpha 7, I believe it was on Hesu, and he absolutely ran through Entity 7. Oh, I like the Akai pickup here though to really offset a lot of things. So even if we can't get the stun with like a Zeshian when that Tsunami Slam comes out, Akai can just instantly barrel through the competition.
Yeah, the Habits being here, all coming up from Vagin on the roaming here versus Paquito. I believe that Entity 7 was just like trying to work on this poke situation here in this range, especially when it comes to Sheen and Doom and Hydon Bush, trying to avoid this proximity here from Hasu, Flake, and Paquito with Kalia. But it's still like for a Doom here with the Granger versus Carry, and I believe like especially on the late game here, Carry having this ability and having this advantage, especially to melt down the tanky heroes coming out from Entity 7. So it's gonna be very tough for both teams. I believe especially for Entity 7 on and Doom here on Granger. But let's see what is going to happen here, probably, because once again, welcome to the Land of Dawn. This is the grand final of MCT AMER South. Entity 7 versus Alpha 7. Here we go.
Entity 7 has an opportunity to take this to game point while Alpha 7 are looking to tie up the series. Which one will prevail? We are about to find out here as we start things off. Entity 7 already with the aggression, starting with the invade. Flick sees it. Is he want to engage?
Get out of here.
I'm not even sure who got that. Again, taking a lot of damage. An early flicker coming out from Entity 7 on Begin. They're now fighting over this Litho Wanderer, and I'm not even sure. It looks like Flick was able to successfully get it.
Yeah, Entity 7 here like trying to play an aggressive, but now here forcing. Oops!
I'm missing it.
What a nice little opportunity there for Paquito.
Oh, okay. For a second there, I thought I didn't bring my phone.
Trouble there. Gets the shielding from his punch there as Akashi has to turn tail.
Yeah, both teams here like in a turbo mode.
What I miss?
Forcing the flaker from the both sides here begin, and Sheen using the flake, while Upatizi and Paquito from Alpha 7's
Damn, it's
side
cold.
here. So the
I'll have
first
to turn off that
first
AC.
almost heading to the second one here, or both teams like not only trying to
Perfectly
reach level
50
4
degrees
as
in
fast
here.
as they can, but like using their abilities
Yes.
to force their spells
I have clothes
before
on.
the first turtle. So
How about you take the damn blanket off?
on this situation.
Nigga.
Yeah, you want to say doing here. Both marksmen kind of evenly matched here. Upatizi being very careful about his spacing around, trying to use the minions as
Oh,
a shield.
don't mind me, lads.
Doom doing
Just,
a good job keeping
banter.
a lot of those minions on his side. Now
of rivalry, if you will. Alright, what's happening? Damn, it's still 0-0. 2 minutes, 20 seconds in. Uh-oh. I might have spoke too soon. Oh! Jesus! Hit that zigzag real quick. Uh-oh. Looking to answer back, though. Bro. Yeah, it's just the battle of the sevens, bro. I hope they measure up to Alpha 7 North. They seem to be put together enough. Both teams seem to be put together enough to like handle Alpha 7 North. So I'm looking forward to it. Nice. Oh, that's 2 kills onto Doom. Alright, so it's looking real good for Alpha 7 right now.
Disengaged 3-1 right now in favor of Alpha 7.
Yeah, and one thing here that we have to consider is like Harley's situation here, because we know that when Harley like starts behind, it's not so good for it. It's not so good for him to cause depression, to impact on the game for Entity 7. So losing the first turtle here, not getting these assists or getting the kills on this early game might be a problem for Entity 7 and Hide on Bush here on Harley on the jungler.
Yeah, and yeah, when you hold them back, I mean, you're constantly behind when it comes to damage, so it's going to be a real issue when it comes out, especially with all these different options that we have for Alpha 7. The damage coming out from Hesu, you've got a great tanking ability from Flick, Frost Lane, Eve, with the world of CC coming out there. We do see a Hunter Strike being picked up for Doom as pressure begins to mount at this mid lane.
Yeah, so here now, 4 minutes and 38 seconds, almost 5 minutes, and now the second turret heading on the top side of the river. Oh, Hadomish trying to steal the golden, but oh, here comes Flake, 2v1, but okay, it's just to say hi.
Yeah, and you have Flick down at the bottom of the map, and that's going to go ahead and leave a little bit of an opportunity for Entity 7 to go ahead and start on this turtle. You see Flick trying very quickly to get to the turtle, trying to close the distance there. Oh. Doom finds a kill onto Upatizi up at the top lane. Akashi duking it out with Hesu. They're going to go ahead and clear him out and find themselves a decent amount of room to start up this next turn.
All right, has to pop the Purify, but it took a lot of damage. Spirit of Phoenix is gonna come out, but it's not enough, and Flick is in trouble. Has to get out.
Chasing down and pushing back Alpha 7.
That is the Purify situation here, at least for Entity 7's in favor.
God damn, why is the volume so low? Is it me? Oh no. My fault, lads. It's been this low this whole time.
For Entity 7. Besides, like, they lost the first turtle, they got the second one. Now the tower on the mid lane and the top side here, a very interesting situation for Entity 7.
Yeah, and I want to say the domination in the top lane right now. A great job by Doom to be able to find that kill onto Upatizi. That was basically a 1v1 there. And Doom able to bait out the Tsunami Slam, Purify out of that, which gave them a tower and the turtle buff as well. The rest of Entity 7 now looking to possibly get a flank onto this bottom tower as well. Sky Piercer now picked up for Doom.
Yeah, now here Entity 7 working on this macro, taking down the tower on the bottom side, but Hesu is responding on the top side here, taking the tower, the first one. But even though like Entity 7 working on this map domination here, like taking the first line of towers, it is very interesting for them because it gives Entity 7 here like the opportunity and the chance to hide on bush. Like, oh, here comes Paquito.
Oh, damn. Damn. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man, it's not looking good. Ah, it's not looking good.
But Idon Bush able to reply quickly. Now trying to chase down Upatizi while they're
Alpha 7, what happened? Bro, they literally had it. They had it, and they fucking dropped the ball.
I was wondering here, Entity 7 would not
Vagine on his Kai right now.
It was like chasing down play by player.
Man caught 3 people with that heavy spin.
3 players down here for Alpha 7. Now, the last turtle apparently heading for Entity 7, but here comes.
Oh, Upatizi does find himself a tsunami slam, but it's not enough. I think it gets purified out again. Ooh, look on the backside. They find Hesu. Akashi knows he's got the smell of blood on there. Hesu tries to go in, tries to find the damage.
Catches another, bro. Vagina is gonna go down though. And he still don't get freaking turtle. Yo, it's just a fucking bloodbath at this point, man. Upa! Upa! He did.
Finds a kill onto Doom. Shin able to take down Upatizi, and we have a complete team wipe on Alpha 7 side.
A wipe out here for Entity 7 and once again, but letting the turtle.
I should have zoomed in on all of those dead bodies, bro, because that was a bloodbath.
At least this team fight here was like determined by some details, especially like leading Doom in a good position here, like comfortable for Doom, like causing this damage. Alpha 7 has to do something about that. Okay, like Paquito, like having this good intention maybe to try to use this slam, but even not even though, but while Doom and yes, only Doom here with the Purify. While Doom having this Purify, is gonna be very tough for Paquito to find this way here to neutralize the gold laner from Entity 7. So they have to find a way, especially with, like it can be with Hesu, for example, using Paquito with this dashes and to short out the distance. But they have to do something beside Doom here to neutralize not only the gold laner here to start and the rest of the teams for Entity 7.
I think you're exactly right too.
Naughty Bablu!
Tsunami Slam right now.
How you doing today?
The fact that the only real target is Doom, who has a Purify and has been saving that Purify for the Tsunami Slam during the.
Bro, not him being paranoid. Bro, Alright, big Tsunami Slam. Do we get the kill? Oh my days. Okay, but we do get Vagine. Deadly Match landing onto Flick. You should have left. They do not got enough damage. Oh, wait, but Hesu. Body block, body block. Oh, how did they still caught him, bro. Oh, my days, bro. It's over.
Hesu here trying to save the day for Alpha 7, but still Entity 7 taking down 4 players or Alpha 7 here. My goodness, another close team fight between these two teams. But once again,
that's why, bro. You got fucking Hunter and bro, where's your durability? Where's your where's your vamp? You're going against a whole Phobius and a Valier. Like, get some vamp in your life.
Yeah, Doom trying to go ahead and zone him out while Hide on Bush gets it and closes the distance here. Tsunami
Vagine yet again catching somebody on a wall. Paquito is gonna die. Trying to stay alive. I'm trying, but it ain't enough. They do pick off Akashi though. It's as much as it seems like it's one-sided. They're only all about 3K ahead, bro. It's not even that big. Doing great. How are you? I'm doing good, man. Today's been like a really chill day. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Like Entity 7 here has some spider sense when it comes to this dangerous.
It's a chill Sunday. Get to watch these South finals. See who's going up against Alpha 7 North. It's just the battle of the sevens, bro. It's literally angel numbers out here. Alpha 7, Entity 7, and Alpha 7. Like 777. This ain't America's year to get out of the freaking international group stage. Then I don't know what is, bro. We got to get out of group stage this year, though.
Alpha 7. They pull out the Lord down to 50% now. Lord has been reset. Look at Hesu on the backside, looking for an angle in. He wants to find the flank inside of here. Oh, hide on bush might be a little too close. Hesu on the backside.
Pop on 3. Gets the slam. Vagin using the heavy spin.
Comes out as well. Fury of the Phoenix.
All right, they pick up Lord. Do they live though? Bro, who turned around Paquito? What are you doing, man? Bro, should have just ran.
Find themselves 2 kills, but they have to answer the Lord that will be coming out shortly.
Don't let them get this. Don't let them get that. Nice. All right, they got time to reset. Lord is pushing onto that top. The minion wave is there. So they got time to reset and possibly get something out of this push.
Trying to chase the rest of the players here on NTT7. Meanwhile, like Shin was like clean wave from the minions on the mid lane here to delay.
Please get that mid.
Minion wave is heading for Alpha 7, which turned this Lord here like almost useful for Alpha 7. I think that at least.
Damn, they dragged it. Never mind, they ain't getting nothing.
No. Oh, not even a tackle here. So okay.
Can you at least get mid, bro? It's gonna be risky getting this mid.
Not useless, but always to buy more time.
Yeah, they ain't getting shit, bro.
In this late game that she can carry.
Yeah, I want to say right now what's been happening is
if you get the bottom.
The Tsunami Slams, they continue to go on to Vegin, who immediately activates that heavy spin, and then followed up by the Fury of the Phoenix coming out from Alpha 7. It really creates all this chaos on there. Speaking of which, here,
and that's crazy, bro. You got 1 Purify, 2 Purify. You got 3 Purifies. Unofficial Purifies, because Akai and Valir they just have built-in Purify, bro. So you got no real target you can go for with them Tsunami Slams, because Valir is always gonna have OT. Vagin's always gonna have OT. Fucking Doom has Purify. Like, you have no real target.
Especially when he has a heavy spin up as well. Ooh, hide on bush. Little close to the action here by himself. Alpha 7 now creeping around the map.
Yeah, so here are the items.
It's really gonna come down to Upatizi. If Upatizi pops off, it's over. Upa just locked in that Malefic gun, so if Upa don't pop off right here, then I don't think it's ever gonna happen. If we gotta be going for a Blade of Despair for fucking Doom, because bro has a whole gap in gold but doesn't have full build. Gotta be going for Blade BOD.
Immediately using the heavy spin here by the time that he uses Tsunami Slam. Shin using the Flame of Vengeance.
Once again, Tsunami Slam gets out. At least you burned the heavy spin. You burned that heavy spin for this Lord fight, so that's something. You have the Tsunami Slam back before that heavy spin come back online. So it's something, bro. Ain't much, but it's something. Need every bit of advantage you can get.
Big pop up to try by the side of Paquito, though.
Yeah, so here now another Lord on the downside of the river. I believe there's gonna be.
All right, no heavy spin up. They gotta kind of rush this so they can't get that back online. They got like another 15-20 seconds before it comes back. And they don't let it reset, bro.
Oh, Doom almost got caught there by Hesu, who's lying in wait, looking for the flank here. So they're gonna find. Yeah, Hesu is just really kind of looking. For
all right, heavy spins back up. They lost their advantage.
To try to get that flank to possibly find Doom. Ooh.
Yeah.
Away from there, immediately go to the mid. You see that kind of freaks out Hesu. Is like has to back up. Now they know that Hesu is separated from them. They're gonna try to chase him down. They're not gonna be able to find him. They push him away, and now they're gonna use that as an opportunity to go ahead and focus back onto this Lord. Doom inside the L bush now.
They ain't got enough time. Hesu got the damage.
On the backside, continuing with those long distance.
Oh my. Wait, the response is there though. Upa! Upa! Pop off! Nice, double. Double, that's 3 down. That's 3 down. Don't chase, don't chase. Go for Lord. Yup. Now you can chase. Now you can chase. Catch Doom. Catch Doom. Catch Doom.
He smells it in the bush. He's looking for the kill. Doom might not
yup.
for this world and gets taken.
I'm not biased. I'm not rooting for any team in particular, but I do want to see the series go to distance. So All right, looking like we got a game for Alpha here. I don't. Can they close? Oh, they can. They really can. They can close. They can close. It might be over. It might. Oh wait, never mind. Damn, Vagine. Vagine.
Is that going to be enough? Entity 7
Not.
live to fight another day.
Not enough.
That was so close.
If it was any other hero other than Vagine, they would have had it, bro.
No, game number 4 here to turn things even up. But once again, Vagine like getting this respawn. Oh, here comes now Alpha 7. Here comes the Lord.
They ain't gonna get much out of that. Yeah, I might just back off, bro. Back off.
From Doom. Death Sonatas for everybody on the side of Alpha 7. Now possibly trying to save in their tier 2 tower at mid, but the bottom of the bottom lane has been broken open wide for the side of Entity 7, which means you're gonna have strong minions down there, which means macro has to be on your mind if you are Entity 7, and a time limit basically instilled on your team for a lot of these engagements before you have the possibility of minions charging through your base.
Yeah, so we used to see like most of the times Alpha 7 trying to initiate those team fights here, especially with Paquito using Tsunami Slam on Vagine and immediately using the heavy spin. But if you notice in the last team fight, like Vagine was too deep to use the heavy spin. I'm not sure, but maybe on Upatizi on carry, but like, it was too deep and the rest of the teammates were like so far away from him. There was no follow up, so it gave Alpha 7 here the chance to respawn so well on the team fight here, like take down the players, opening the high ground tower on the bottom lane here. So by the time that Entity 7 tried to initiate once, it almost like worked even bad for them and they almost lost the game. So let's see what is going to happen in the next few minutes.
Yeah, we are almost reaching the promised land here. 19 minutes on the board, 28 seconds left for the next Lord as both teams are scrambling back and forth. Still an even game, 57K.
Oh, man. All right.
So even for both of these teams, but we're at a point where items and gold leads no longer matter. It's going to come
even
down
at
to
this
the
point, bro.
initiating factor for both of these teams. And unfortunately, I want to say the initiating factor...
Definitely Alpha. Oh, okay, they wasted that. Reset. Yep. Just go for Lord at that point. You got the advantage lane-wise. Just...
at the top a lane as Alpha 7 scrambles for it, and
they can play it slow.
in a good position.
They can definitely play it slow.
The bush, kind of crawling his way toward that to try to get that orange buff pickup before he goes for this engagement at the Lord.
Yeah, so here 20 minutes on this game. Now the Lord immediately started by Alpha 7.
Oh, did they get it this time? They should definitely. Oh, he flickers. All right. Flicker.
Exactly as possible. Flick.
Ah, Flick isolated. Somebody help Flick. Oh man, they sold. Yep, it might be. Yeah, they sold. Hesu's not beating that.
But Doom answering back. It's just Hesu alone being chased down by Akashi. Can Entity 7 close this up? Hesu getting
it's over
by Shin right now with those pools, looking for the stuns as right now Doom trying to press into the middle of the base. Hesu still has that immortality, trying to get back to the base.
Oh my, yo, he's trying. He really is trying, bro.
And Doom
it's over.
On the core, immortality proc from Hesu cannot save the base. Another win for Entity 7.
They sold, bro.
Getting the back line and neutralizing Upatizi. It was all what they needed to secure this last team fight and the third.
They sold. Yo. What is it? 3-1. I said game 5. I said I'm predicting a game 5, but there's a potential for a game 7. So it's 1-3 right now. I might be right because I did believe Entity was gonna win this.
At the end there for the fact that only Hesu was alive and they were keeping him away from base.
Alpha can definitely pop back though. They can. They gotta stop. They keep choking up, man. Like the moment they seen freaking hide on bush back there, they should have freaking changed the whole plan. Flick was isolated. Fucking Flick was isolated. Hesu was isolated. Paquito was isolated. Like everyone was too far spread out during that fight. And it led to freaking Upa going down. Once Upa went down, that was just it. It was already GG's. Gotta respect the weave. Oh no, for real, no. He was trying, bro. He was trying. He was trying, bro. He couldn't just fucking do it though. He tried.
4 and 7 for Doom here. Not to be outdone by, I want to say, Shin, who had himself a great game here. Maybe not as flashy as getting the kills, but 2, 1, and 19 meant he was always around, always a part of all of these fights.
Yeah. So many situations here, like for NTT7, especially to avoid this initiation.
See A7 North versus A7, that would be epic.
With the Flame of Vengeance here, like
Yeah, but there's no point in seeing it because A7 South is stronger than Entity. Entity is stronger than A7 South. And we pretty much knew that already. I feel like they low-key gave him that win just to build up their confidence in the semifinals. Because you don't want to show your full hand in the freaking semifinals, bro, and then like they try to go back and be like, all right, this is what we're gonna do to counter this, that, and the third.
Doom is on the back line, so Doom is not able to like do this front line and playing.
Let them build their confidence, let them see what they're good at, and then you learn to counter it in the actual finals.
Who was in the front? Vagin. Okay, so Vagin using Slam Slam, have spin immediately. Sheen, if he got a Sheen here lost, using the Flame of Vengeance. So it was like not really easy for Alpha 7, even though
yeah, Paquito was kind of cooked. They just outdrafted. Entity really did outdraft here though. In terms of like this Kalea just had nothing she could grab, bro.
So Entity 7 were like not like
your only target was hide on bush, but hide on bush was always hiding in a bush. So like you would never see him until the fight started. And so your only targets was Vagin, Doom, Shin, or Akashi. But you're not gonna go for Akashi because you don't need to get rid of Akashi. You pick up Shin or Vagin, and they're just got purified built in. So
initiate the team fight, like Vagin was too deep. It was like a very good for. I think it was on this team fight. So look at
the winner of this match versus and faces just got mixed and made versus.
Where are you, Vagin? So we are not allowed to do
Love
so
that.
much.
The winner of this match faces Alpha 7 North, but they do that like in June. It's gonna be a bit of a break. It was supposed to be an offline event, but I just got word that there probably won't be, and most likely will not be an offline event this time. Ooh. This was the last fight? Yeah, this was the last fight. Yeah. Let's look at this. Let's see where it went wrong. So look, the moment they seen hide on bush here, they should have reset. Paquito should have just stayed with the team. Flick and Hesu were already isolated, but Flick was already dead here for sure. But Hesu should have just got the fuck out of Dodge, bro. He should have just left that fight because you already see that hide on bush is there. But instead of backing off, Paquito opens up the line even more and freaking Upa goes down. Damn. That much damage, huh?
At the right time here to use and have spin to like pushing the minions.
They're just too far spread, bro. They're just way too far spread. It is what it is.
It was all what
they had the advantage though. They just sold it.
Look constantly on Flick. Immortality. Doom right there. He's going to flicker forward on the Flick and find the kill then as well. Not just that, but I feel like this fight was really funny for me because Akashi had took Hesu for a journey at the top because Hesu was chasing him down, and that took away a huge amount of damage for the side of Alpha 7. And eventually when Hesu turned around, his entire team was wiped there, and you have Akashi just sitting there like because he's the only one left, and they end up being able to separate him while Doom was able to take down the core.
Let's fly together here. So on this on the top side here in this last game, which means now like we're heading for another draft. Is the game number 5? Yeah, now I'm right. Is the game number 5 here? It's a 3-1 for Entity 7, which leads about some questions. First of all, the global ban. So there's so many heroes here not allowed to use so far. At least if we head to the game number 7 here, which we get this full reset of all heroes, and all heroes are like open to use again. But still, like I'm thinking of Doom, for example, because no Granger, no carry, no Claude, for example, for Doom, or no Bruno. What is left? Harriet, but Alpha 7 can ban Harriet here on this draft to avoid this problem for Doom. So there's so many questions.
Rico
here
looks like an
when it comes to this
old-timer
draft that,
cartel boy. Yo, somebody's always saying Rico looks like
we are excited to
something,
see
bruh.
what is going to happen
Yo.
because, at this point of the game, at this point of the match, we have to see what they are able to bring on this draft.
I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, I think there's still a decent amount of options out there.
Don't mind me.
I hope it's
I'm just like keeping my arms stretched out, bro.
One yesterday,
You
and I
see?
feel like. Yeah, the Harith is gonna come out. Yesterday we saw a Wan come out, and the first thing that came to my mind was like, "You're not Gusta La Gusta." I don't know if you're gonna be able to. I don't think that Wan. I think that kind of got into people's head when Gusta La Gusta was able to use it. It's like, oh, Wan is part of the meta now. It's like, no,
Push
no,
it, push
it's
it up.
just Gusta La Gusta being himself on a Wan. A Clint, I feel like, is maybe the next choice that could probably come out of there. His disengage not too well, but as you start getting into the late game, he can start doing some real decent damage. Irotel, another one, especially because she can utilize a Demon Hunter as well, that can really kind of shred down a lot of the tankier compositions that we've been seeing. So I feel like there's still some options. We're not. I mean, I don't want to show bias or say that I'm rooting for a team. I'm rooting for a game. I want to go to a game 6 because I want to see what we have left when that game 6 kind of comes around, because that's going to basically be the maximum of what these guys can do for these player pools. I want to say pretty standard draft. You already predicted that the Harith is going to come out. They don't want to give that over
Some
to
weird
Doom,
coach names.
or
Chris Angel,
yeah,
bro.
Don't want to give that
Come
over
on.
to Doom.
Valor and
Also
Darkness.
Lucian and the Freya and Boxia.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. Doom is a player to stop for sure. They want to make sure that there's less heroes out there for him. There's still a lot, like you said, out there. Beatrix, Irithel, we've seen as well, been playing around here. So he has options. There's still chances for him to kind of do something here. They're gonna go ahead and ban out the Leo here and Marcel as well.
Yeah, and there's still Obsidia here as one of the options when it comes to this draft here. But okay, Obsidia lasts for late game, but still
Extremely
it's
late,
an
yes,
option
late.
here for for Entity 7. But we are gonna see here. We have to see what is Entity 7 is gonna bring it out. Oh, Valentina here for Alpha 7. It's a very interesting one here, which means like Entity 7 now.
Is Shin a veteran? It looks familiar.
Allow strong ultimates for
They
Valentina,
do look
for
familiar.
Alpha
I'm not
7.
gonna even
But now
cap,
Entity 7
but
here with the Suyo and Hylo.
as far as I'm concerned,
That's a very interesting situation, especially to Entity 7 who likes to play.
let me look into them
trying
actually,
to
because I don't know. Maybe we might have seen their face in
all
like
the
the
time
M
here versus
series.
Alpha 7.
Yeah, a Valentina, which I assume is out to counter the potential of a Sora coming out in the XP lane for the side of Entity 7. But regardless, I feel like an early Valentina here. I feel like usually you kind of save that for a little bit later once you have a few ultimates.
Bones of Steel.
Your belt that you can kind of go with there. Oh,
Art of Joy.
And Gata Kacha coming out for the side of Alpha 7 here. That's going to be very interesting too to see if that joint can kind of get to the back line. They are not afraid of it. Carrie is a decent, I don't want to say a counter, but she's probably one of the better marks. How did we forget that the Carrie was still available?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many bans, okay, in our defense.
Not defense, there's so many great heroes.
But yes,
So many
they're gonna
great heroes
go
here.
ahead and pick that up for sure. The carry, of course, is the #1 pick here. That was open. They left that open for them. So on the side here, for
Yeah, we have seen them before. We've seen them in the M7.
Catch us going against the Suyu and Hylos here, banning out the Sora because there's no.
The M7 and the Snapdragon. That's about it.
Valentina was his counter for them, so they're like, oh, you're not gonna get him either. So, and then they go ahead and ban out Farsa as well.
Yeah, and when it comes to global ban here, guys, I gotta be honest with you. If I was a coach, there would be like so many remakes here because I would forget so many times like about the gray heroes or a banned hero that we're not supposed to.
Yeah, we've seen them a good number of times.
I was like, okay, so you use carry? No, the coach. Carry is already banned, so we already used it. Oh yeah, really? Oh, okay, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, we already seen here that they already.
Not so much like a veteran, but they've been around for like at least a year, some change.
Or they already used it, but they still banned it on the opposite.
Or at least like in bigger tourneys.
Something that people can make a mistake.
But here, like back on the
2025,
Sora and Yuzong here on XP.
February 2025 to present.
MCT7 really
So
strength when it comes to
at least a year.
XP lane. But now,
Not a veteran, but they have been around for a bit of time.
Probably Valentina on the mid lane and Sora on XP lane here. But Gore, I was about to say Lilia on NTT7 composition, but Gord here, okay, with the Hylos, with the like the control situation, that can be interesting, but still, I know it's going to be very interesting versus Valentina, Joy, for example, and Gato Chacha with the avatar of the Guardian.
Yeah, I mean, like, and that's the perfect opportunity for it. I've been heavily critiquing the Avatar of the Guardian because a lot of people use it as an initiating tool, which everybody can escape from. In fact, the only thing he really shines against is mages who have to stand still for their ultimates, one of those being Gord. So that's going to be a very interesting, not just that, but you also have the answers who can get to the back line very quickly with those dashes. Valentina, Joy, Lapu now as well. So, man, Shin is going to have himself a rough game unless we have the XP who's going to, I mean, a Cho could probably possibly help to possibly offset something that's going to be able to peel for the Gord or something.
Terizla pick up.
Down when this line from Alpha 7 eventually
Terizla,
able to. You don't have a vengeance flame to get you out of harm's way.
Oh my days, what the fuck?
Not bad, but Quito, I don't mind seeing that out there too. I feel like that might be able to do a good job if it sticks to Gord to be able
They got
to
no lockdowns, bro.
a lot of these people who are going to try to close that distance.
Yeah. But
Neither side.
Here is more to like from the damage on an XP lane here with Akashi, than to protect this Gord or making this appeal.
All right, make my prediction come true. Give us a short night.
Here. So we are gonna wait to see what is going to happen on this game so far, but which is gonna be very interesting, especially on the jungler here, like versus Iron Bush, like two aggressive junglers here, Suyo and Joy. Shin, which we're talking about, like which is gonna have some problems here when it comes to
There's a counters Lapu. I wouldn't say counter, they do match each other, but it was just like team
maybe and the mini game like bullying a Doom here, but
synergy overall. The Terizla would have been nice here to give him that lockdown for Gord or
on this final.
Open up space for Doom, having like that good front line.
Especially with Gord, I like
someone else to go in.
CC or control from the side of Entity 7, Grok, possibly.
Not saying that Paquito can't do it, but it's a different. When you're picking a Paquito, you're usually going for damage rather than durability front line. You're going for like backline dive rather than
that CC can be an immediate turn to Shin here, and
rather than frontline durability. Which, when you have a Gord and a carry on your team, I would prefer to go frontline durability because it don't matter who that frontline is on the enemy team. Carry and Gord is going to shred through it. You just need to protect them. But we'll see how it goes. Especially with a Joy.
So let's go, Private.
We'll see how it goes, though.
The backs are against the wall for Alpha 7 as Entity
What are you
7 is
gonna
sitting
do?
at game point, looking
I'll
at a
stack
ticket to
against you.
MSC, looking at an
Backs
opportunity
against the
to
wall.
take on the champions of the North here. It all comes down to this match. If Alpha 7 can find an answer, and already look at the pressure mounting from both of them. That was a huge fight for just the little Litho Wanderer there.
Yeah, the huge fight here, and Entity 7 forcing Hazard to use the flick on the top side here, on the XP, on the gold lane actually. Okay, I'm seeing the signs on the map here, so on the top side.
Kashi?
Yeah, so the gold lane is at the bottom, despite what the map says there. But let's go ahead and take a look at these emblems as well.
So here, like Brave Smile when it comes to Hesu, Quantum Charge here with Bruno and Carry here. Okay, and Imperial Rage when it comes to the mid lane. So Shinla working on this bargain hunter here to get these items so fast. Meanwhile, the conclusive blast here for the Roamer, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so now on the mid lane here, like a 3v2 situation, but now they're heading for the first turtle. 5 seconds left for this very important objective here so far, Private.
Yeah, you can see both of them on a little double team up at the top to try to hold Akashi at a bay while this first turtle is up. Flick getting into a good position, but it doesn't look like Entity 7 are concerned. They're going to go for the bottom. They're looking for the kill onto Upatizi, and Upatizi reads it so well. He's going to be able to get that little soccer slide and get
Then just keep my arms up, just keeping me up like a weight, bro. Keeping me from having a yawn. Oh, big damage. Bro, stop. Bro couldn't move. Bro could not move, but the punishment is gonna be there. Oh my days. Stop giving this man maniacs.
Who may have bit off more than they could chew in the enemy's territory.
Yeah, the start here was amazing for Alpha 7.
To be honest, I already knew that shit was coming.
Here for Entity 7, guaranteed triple.
They used everything
on Butch, which is gonna be very, very interesting here.
on Vagine.
These both teams
Just got fucking punished by freaking hide on Bush.
On the top side of the river. Oh, let's go.
Mink, mink, mink. He's gonna get out. They're gonna lose Koopa on bottom. Entity 7 looking good.
Of his team, and I want to say that opening is possibly like one of the worst things that can happen for you for Alpha 7. They get the Lord, and then they try to chase down Vagin. All 3 of those kills went to hide on Bush. That's like on the list of horrible ways to start a game. I want to say that's probably number 1 or number 2.
Yeah, there's one thing that I didn't get it, because after guaranteeing the turtle, like using the glorious path here with Frost and Heavy to like chase down the players of Entity 7. I believe that the intention was good, but and the beginning of the team fight was really interesting for them because they got the kills, but the response was like immediately, especially with hide on Bush. And now one more kill on the goal lane here on Upatizi. So Alpha 7 cannot lose this trade here.
Yeah, they need to be very careful about this early game here, as it's really starting to edge on the side of Entity 7. Despite what I want to say, I feel like this draft heavily favors Alpha 7, but I feel like the playstyle here is definitely
fucking gone, bro. Gone. Oh, but they do respond. They do respond. Once again, hide on Bush getting into this fight later. No way Hesu gets out of there. Oopa, run!
Doom has to use his flicker to back up underneath his tower, which will open up this next turtle for Alpha 7.
It was a very tied up team fight here between the 2 teams, but at the end of the day, Alpha 7 getting this advantage to guarantee the second turtle for them. Gold lead here, there's none, because there's even for both teams. And now in the bottom lane, oh,
a big Mystic Gush there. And this is kind of what I've been talking about, is like you don't really have a lot of CC on Shin. Okay. He's getting a little confident there on that gore, especially because you don't really have an escape except for the flicker.
Yeah, who needs control when I have my own stun
Okay,
here
wait.
with Gord? I don't need you.
I do like that sword though. What skin is this?
But even though here, jokes aside, Entity 7 like,
What skin is this? I like that
still
sword.
dominate here some initiations and some actions, especially when it comes to the gold lane here, like to delay this Bruno's power spike as much as they can. But now the tower #1 here on the bottom lane in favor for Alpha 7.
Yeah, and right now, kind of jockeying for position. We still got about a whole minute until the next turtle comes up on the map here. Both the teams looking for an opportunity back in. Gonna go in, gets a little boost on there. Mystic Gush on the Paquito's gonna go ahead and
Forced to use that revitalize.
Get himself out. That's gonna be 2 ultimates down, or actually an ultimate down, as Shin used his Mystic Gush and he's not gonna have it available for this next fight.
Yeah, which is not it's not very interesting for Alpha 7, like if Paquito is the main target here on these initiations from Entity 7, because we were talking about using the Mystic Gush here, Shin being like
Gold is fucking flat even, bro.
And will be like a very good opportunity to Gato Chacha to use the Avatar and forgot it. Oh, here comes Flutter's Bath.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say Hide on Bush has been so good with these blade surges to be able to find himself an escape to come in there. And yeah, I mean, I kind of read that when Entity 7, they're continually kind of locking on Paquito. They're looking for any target they can get. Unfortunately, that's always been Paquito. And without Hide on Bush there, they don't exactly have the damage even with the Mystic Gush kind of coming out there. Upatizi laying on the damage onto this turtle. Paquito on the backside looking for the flank. Hide on Bush spots him out. 50% now left onto this turtle. Ooh, from
he sold Hesu. Bro, just reset, bro. Don't even engage at that point. Bro, just reset. Just reset. Just reset, bro. Why? Why would you even attempt to go in after failing that hard? Bro.
Man, what happened to Hesu?
You saw that. He tried the bravest fighter, and he wasn't able to make the jump over the turtle pit there. So he just kind of bravest fighter alone on the backside of that pit there. So now another fight coming out there. Glorious Pathway laid out on the side of Entity 7. Mystic Gush latching on to Hesu, drops him down to 25%.
Sorry, Hesu, it happens, bro. But like, y'all should have just reset, man. Bro, panic. That's what it was. Bro, panic. Like, fuck. Yo.
It happens even with the best players of MLBB. But still here, jokes aside, 3 turtles for Alpha 7. But I think that when it comes to these team fights, Entity 7 are having this advantage.
Damn.
Frostblood never here. Let's see Mystic Gush coming out from Shin, which has been a very pain in the neck here versus Alpha 7. Oh, here it goes.
Oh my days.
Big flicker comes out from Shin. They really tried.
All right, that flicker's good. You burned that flicker. Just reset, bro. I'm not like, yo. I'm gonna play like competitive. I just want to train a fucking team. Like, I just want to drill certain shit that I see on games and like on map. Just drill that shit in their brain and just watch them fucking soar, bro. I don't even want to soar anymore. I just want to watch other people soar.
Gonna use the revitalize to keep up his XP laner.
I thought that we would be watch the same mistake again coming up from Entity 7 on the tower 1.
They better not clip that. Yo, if they clip that for one Hesu, I'm gonna. Yo, that's just gonna be sad, bro. I bet you they will. I bet you they're gonna get it in one of the highlights.
But now the Lord is on the pitch here on the downside of the river, but Vagin is aware of that. So both teams now are fighting to this Lord.
Gold is still pretty even though, despite the mistakes.
Now kind of jockeying for a little bit of position, trying to poke the Lord. I think they kind of want the fight. You can see Joy flick up at the top, looking for an angle in. He's
Flick just not having a great game. Not having a bad game, just not a great game.
Information to be fed to him from Alpha 7 about when they want to go to engagement.
Oh, wait, that might be the initiation. That might be the initiation they needed. They managed to get it 2. Nice. There we go. There we go, boys. Here we go.
That's going to be a free Lord for the side of Alpha 7.
My prediction, no, bro.
Now from Alpha 7. 7, 2 players down here on Entity 7. Now the Lord heading out for Alpha 7 here. A very good chance to open the map, to open the towers. Meanwhile, Akashi was like compensating on the top side here, taking down the tower number 1. But the Lord is heading on the bottom side here. Meanwhile, like as they don't have the tower.
No, on the cameraman, it will be in the
Only
highlight.
high ground towers here on the bottom lane. So now Alpha 7 has a good chance here to work on this pressure.
Oh, up at the top, a Flick gets surprised by 2 members of Entity 7
Bro.
lying in that bush. He went up there to clear out the minions, and they absolutely bamboozled him. Now at the bottom lane, the rest of Entity
Not the
7
bamboozle.
go ahead, try to take down this Lord. As
I mean, they weren't gonna get much out of it anyway. They get another wave of minions, so they could have possibly made a play onto the mid lane. They're not gonna make any plays on any lane though. What the hell, bro? Just because you lose one minion member don't mean not make any plays.
Coming out from hide on bush, followed up by the Mystic Gush, but not able to finish the job. And this has kind of been my biggest critique, is that we're not getting the full value out of the Mystic Gush. Despite how good Shen is, he's got a very small little window with his CC that he can throw out.
Yeah, I was saying they don't got no lockdown, but like I said, Terizla would have just been better. Would have had gave him that extra second to get that Mystic Gush in.
That can get a stun, but I mean that's the only other real one that you have there to be able to kind of open up this Mystic Gush. Otherwise, these people are going to be turning around, trying to latch on the Shin. Ooh, he went very close to that bush with Paquito in there.
Bro, just spamming skills.
We're using like this, using the skill here to spot the enemy on the bush on the mid lane here. So
They're just fucking hurling them shit.
So well, but still, like, okay, some Mystic Gush are connecting the damage, but not enough to get players down from Alpha 7. This game here, like, besides Alpha 7, like getting this last Lord, oops, here, Fagin versus Hasu. Okay, what? Forcing Hasu here to
W zone out.
get back. Meanwhile, Entity 7 is destroying 1 tower here on the
It's crazy. Despite that, Lord freaking
Notice,
Entity comes out on top
it's more
yet
funnier,
again.
it's funnier. Entity 7 lost the Lord, and they don't have the tower number 2 on the bottom lane here. But even the gold lead here, even from Entity 7. Even though, because we saw Akashi a surprising flick on the top side here, taking down, and Entity 7 not losing the rhythm on this game so far.
And this has been one of the biggest strengths for Entity 7. You might be able to match their pace, but I feel like their macro gameplay is pretty much unmatched here in the South right now. Even when you're trying to take it to them toe-to-toe, they're still going to be able to get the gold lead up. They're still going to be able to get the towers that they need. And you're going to always have Hide on Bush constantly farming, constantly doing what he needs to do to keep those stacks up, to make sure that on the Suyo, he's still going to be as dangerous as he needs to be.
Yeah, but now here, one more Lord on the top side of the river here. Both teams are aware of that. Akashi,
Gold is flat even again, bro.
Again! The teams here, the rest of Entity 7, the Lord with almost half HP, but now getting a reset. But now Entity 7 immediately is starting this Lord again. Will we have a very strong team fight here? Once again, Lord it comes, Lord and goes, getting reset, gets off the pit once again. Both teams are baiting to bait the bait of the bait here, Private.
Gordon has really good poke though, despite the lack of escape he has. Oh, the AOG. W bait, but they don't got no Mystic Gush right now. Bro, just fight back, Paquito. You have a fucking gato, man. Maniac. Bro's about to get a savage. Bro's about to get a savage. Bro's about to get a savage. Savage! Oh, man, it's over. And the recall spam. They're gonna end. I didn't... Bro, I predicted game. Games.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A savage here by Hide on Bush.
Predicted a fucking 5 games, but I didn't predict the savage, bro.
Entity 7 on the grand final of MCT.
Doing it with style is insane, bro.
Wow, what a way to end it with a savage at that. Entity taking the win here. Wonderful job by them. They just had really great team play and synergy that it was not a matchup at all against them at this
Really,
point.
man? A slow cap in 2026? That shit's played out now. Let me stop. What the fuck that come off of?
Bush came back with a vengeance, a full savage to close out.
Had to be FA or Bridge, bro. I can't think. But GG's NTT 7, man. I said we were gonna go to 5 games. I knew Entity was gonna come out on top. I knew there was a possibility of that game 7 of like happening, but looks like we got the 5 instead. Short night, only 2 hours.
Being the champion of the MCT, AMER.
It's gonna be real good seeing them go up against Alpha 7 for sure though, because they're put together. We already knew it was most likely gonna be Entity 7 or Alpha 7 going up against Alpha 7 North. So it's gonna be Entity 7 versus Alpha 7 North, and I'm looking forward to it. We get to see that like June, mid-June. So
gave them confidence here versus Alpha 7 once again. And in the best of 7 here, Private, they gave no chance for Alpha 7. Okay, what gave for Alpha 7 here? Like to get this little hope for the boys from Alpha 7, but even though Entity 7 with the full dominance, with the full confidence here, especially on high on.
I don't know. Look, man. All right, I just want to say this, bro. If you have a hero that has regen and you're gonna die, stop running and attempt to fight. Like seeing Pakito just run. Hold on, we gotta go back to that, bro. Seeing Pakito just run here on this Gato is just insane, bro. Unless Hylos was on. Wait, I might change my mind because Hylos does counter Gato, bro.
Immediately flickers out of the way. Akashi caught in there. Out comes the glorious pathway back in. Running back, getting the healing. The rest of Entity 7.
No, bro, you should have just fucking swung. You just swing, bro. Like you have max passive. That's some life regen and a good amount of damage. You could have put some damage onto Hide on Bush instead of just trying to run away here. Could have put any kind of damage. Had a full stack with Revitalize, and you're just trying to run out. You're not fucking being the front line your team need. If you would have stopped and tried to fight this, I assure you, either A, he would have not gotten that Savage, or B, that fight would have just flipped entirely. Or at least you would have took out enough people to reset the fucking fight. But he's just trying to run from this point. He's just running, bro. He had full passive for like more than 3-4 seconds. He could have swung, hit again, swung, hit again. He could have Hide on Butch would have been dead. Look at his health. He would have been dead, bro. Like when you have a hero that has regen and is tanky and you're already gonna die, just fight the fight, bro. Especially with Revitalize, he would have definitely came back. What was the build? What was the build? What was the build? They didn't even get to builds yet, did they? What was the build? Pakito. Bro had... What's this shit called? Powdrin too, so he would have had even more regen, like... I don't know, bro. I don't know. What were you going for here? What was bro going for? What was he building? You got Erie's belt. You already got Dreadnought. Immortality. Was he going for immortality? I think he was going for immortality at that point. But still, like, bro. Like, just fight! Bro, like, fight, bro. Just please, like, be the front line your team needs.
One by one, taking out each
Nah. Stay running. No, man, no. Yeah, and this is what running gets you. Cooked. You get you cooked.
Bush was ready and swoop. Boom, a huge Savage to close out this game for the side of Entity 7.
Yeah.
Wonderful play there for sure, but the side of Entity 7
W runners.
allowing Alpha
It is what it is.
They
It is what it is.
This revenge match match, we're gonna let you know who
I'm not
we
gonna
are.
cap to you. I'm not playing
And they
ML
did
today though.
just that.
I've had enough ML for like the past
Yeah,
few
and I'm gonna
weeks,
be
bro.
honest here, like, with
I'm
the
about to go play
the
Final
Saturday
Fantasy
coming up
after
from
this
Heidelberg,
ends.
like, oh,
I might
where
stay on
did this
stream. I am gonna
logic
stay on
come from?
stream,
Because,
but
like,
I'm gonna go play
almost
Final
like
Fantasy.
almost taking down, like, suddenly, like, with some basic attacks and some skills, like his HP was like whoop, going up again. I was like, oh my
Said
god,
that's
what is happening
Lapu.
here?
I'm talking
Was
about before,
able
like
to,
while that fight was going
lead a
on,
random bunch
like before
this
Lapu was
Savage
left by
in the
itself.
last game. So well-deserved MVP, well-deserved here a title for Entity 7 in this grand final. Sadly, as a caster, as we like from the entertaining here, like from MLBB, we were expecting more games here. We were expecting like more competitive. But one situation here is maybe one team. Not talking about like one team is better than the other, you know, but as we were seeing, like Entity 7 always in the top side of the bracket, always in the top side here, like in the highest seeds, like Entity 7 getting beaten yesterday, but today once again like letting the head on the table, you know, like, okay, so we got a full reset here, the mentality to this final, and they got this reset and they were the champion.
Yeah, and I don't want to take anything away from Alpha 7, and this is what I've talked about before. When you get to this level of play, when one team has that ingredient, has the answer, and especially when they come up from the lower bracket, because I don't want to say they were embarrassed, but they had some things to work on, they're going to come back with a vengeance, and it almost sometimes seems overwhelming, and that's kind of what happened here to Alpha 7. Despite how good of a team that Alpha 7 here is, Entity 7
I don't even feel like Entity just went down to the lower just to give Alpha 7 some confidence, bro, just to take it away. I swear, it is a strategy, bro. You can throw games and tourneys if it ain't like your last. Like if you're confident in beating a team in a lower bracket, you can lose, and then like just come back in finals, bro. It is a strategy.
Of the AMER tournament, which will happen, I believe, in 2 weeks as well. So
I disappear.
Live final, and
Where's bro going?
People are very excited to see how that goes.
Yes, for sure. Looking forward to see both of those teams go against each other, the North and the South, finally mashing up together and taking on each other for the win, and see who will reign the champions of the Americas.
Yes, always reminding you guys, the people on the chat here. So this was the MCT AMER South final. So now they're heading to fight the MCT AMER South, AMER North. Champion, which was Alpha 7 North, which is gonna be like a few weeks ahead. We still have this information for you guys, so you be sure to keep on follow our social networks to know where it's gonna happen this a grand final, like between MCT AMER North and South here, to see who is gonna be the real champion of the Americas.
Just be sure to like and comment on the stream, you guys. We still have more to come, because you are going to see Alpha 7 North going against Entity 7 in about 2 weeks here. So we want to keep those likes and all that going on. So be sure to give it that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and keep on watching.
Yeah, a big shout out to all the viewers who were able to come here and watch the finals, the group finals of the AMER South. I know there were a lot there for the AMER North as well. So now I got a lot of information here that you guys can go and start rumors about who's going to win, who might not be able to last. But in 2 weeks, we will find out who the real winner of the AMER tournament will be. And I'm very excited about it because like I said, this has been my first time really dipping my toes into the South, the players, the history here. A big shout out here to Rico, who has been schooling me back and forth about all the history of all these players and the teams that have been coming out here. And I want to say I'm very impressed, and I feel like the worst thing that can happen, especially when it comes to the North, is to underestimate these teams that are coming out from the South, because man, there are some big challengers coming out of this region.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what is going to happen. But now we have to thank for the big responsible for all this magic happen here, Zeno.
Yes, we gotta give it up to Runestone for putting this all together for us. Runestone.gg is where you get your data and analytics to be top tier, just like these players here on the tournament.
Yeah, if you guys are looking to up your gameplay, up the level of what you want to do, become a pro player, that starts with information about the game. And look no further than to find that information on runestone.gg.
Yeah, so you have the chance
your
to
movement.
improve your game
Movement.
here with Runestone, and
They're in our
we are sure
fucking
that
walls.
you learned something watching this
They're in the
final here
fucking
on
walls.
the MCT AMER South. So thanks to Runestone here for making this magic happen here for us.
Yes, for sure. Make sure you take all this information that you learned and put it into your gameplay when you go play Mobile Legends as well on your own.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of things gonna come out, and I want to say I've kind of thoroughly enjoyed. I know South America has had a little bit of a taste when it comes to the global bans and stuff like that. Here, I feel like it has been a great experience to cast and to even figure out.
Yeah, make sure y'all take everything y'all learned in these tournaments and use them. Not just pick the hero, not just use the hero, the emblem, and the item set, but actually take the tactics that they use and implement it into your gameplay. So together, united, we can stop the dark system. In the name of Mobile Legends, amen. Zero. It's over. I said it was going to Game 5. Entity coming out on top. It was like I said, it was a possibility of it being a Game 7 if Alpha 7 stopped throwing, but Game 5. I said it was going to be Game 5.
Tournament like MPLs on Indonesia or Philippines, for example, which they don't have this system. But so many people are asking about this global ban and why the other regions doesn't have this format here yet. But it still is something that I believe that Moonstone is working on it, but it still is something new for the players, for the teams to work and adapt by that. But I believe that it's going to be very, very cool and very a dynamic system for the rest of the planet here, as if they work with a global ban. By the time I believe that for our casters, for us casters, and for the people on the chat, to see many heroes, to see the other heroes, sometimes that they're mains, sometimes that they're the favorites on this championship.
I was thinking about it. I thought about it a little more. I was like, do I want to play ML? And I was like, nah, I don't want to be aggravated low-key.
From Moonstone so far.
Yes, for sure.
Season's coming to an end as well. I was going to go for Immortal. I didn't hit Immortal. I might go for Glory at least before the season ends. And then next season I'll probably go for Immortal. It really is. It's just like when competitive season come around, I don't play as much. I don't play as much during competitive season because I'm too busy watching. And then I done watch so much, I don't want to play. Also because I know if I do play after watching comp, I'm gonna get my chances of being frustrated is increased dramatically because I expect players to actually be smart about their movement.
All of this plus what is
I honestly miss going into flow state, and I don't ever get to go into flow state no more.
New heroes, memes, our content creators, the beautiful casters as you're seeing here ourselves, everything you are about to know if you follow our social network, and even more the other events, even the other championships like EWC, like the MH, which is gonna be I believe in Turkey this year. So many cool things on MLBB scenario that you can know and you're about to know if you follow our social networks.
And for that, this is the last time you're gonna see us. So be sure to follow us on our social media. Private Dancer, Zena, Lily, Rico. We have our social medias here for you guys, and you guys can keep up to date with us and chat with us as well and follow us. Any last words do you guys want to say to everybody before we head on out?
It has been an absolute honor to cast for the South. I know for North America, it's been a learning experience because I know a lot of us didn't know a lot going into this, and I feel like I'm very honored to be part of the reason that we will know a little bit more going on into these grand finals. It's been an absolute honor. Like Azina said, unfortunately, this will be the last cast for us for this first season of the AMER South, but hopefully you guys will be paying attention and see us returning for the next season as it comes up and more news gets announced. For Zena, Rico, it has been an absolute honor to cast alongside both of you.
Yeah, so as Travis said, oh, go ahead, Zena.
No, go.
It's been an honor here to work with you guys, Zena, Private. You were amazing. Me as a Brazilian caster, like being on an English broadcast was a hard challenge for me. Being honest, I'm so sorry about my English level. I'm so sorry about anything here, guys. But this is what I love to do. This is what I like to do. Even though it's been a hard challenge for me, from the first day, meeting you guys and working with you guys, it's been an honor. It's been so happy for you. I'm gonna stop talking right now. So I'm gonna cry. So please, Zena.
Oh, don't cry. It's been an honor
Sir.
along you guys as well. But
Is it that?
with that, the journey comes to an end. With
I didn't know it was that deep. I guess it is deep.
South Group final here. From the opening matches to
We
the
love
stage,
emotions.
all the way to tonight's championship battle, we've witnessed amazing plays,
Set your heart ablaze.
unforgettable
No.
moments, and
Sorry.
non-stop
No for
passion
that.
from every
No, on the
team.
camera. Oh
Just
wait, that
on
was
stage.
okay. I read that
Tonight,
already.
one
A minute
team
ago,
rose
actually.
above the rest and earned their place as champions. To all the players, to team, staff, and fans, thank you for being part of this incredible journey and for making this journey so special. And from all of us here at MCT AMER South, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time for more Mobile Legends action.
Bye, guys.
And it's over! I'm free! I'm free! I'm free! I don't have to watch any Mobile Legends for the next millennia. 2 weeks. Next 2 weeks. Then we watch the real finals. And yep, I'm free! Unless somebody calls me and say, hey, we want you to cast for this. And I'm like, fuck, here we go again. Nah. No! Time to play Warframe. I'm about to go play Final Fantasy. We'll start all that other stuff tomorrow onwards. Gotta get back to Persona. We ain't played Persona in a long time. We ain't played Dark Cloud. We ain't touched Warframe. We ain't touched Fortnite. It's been what, 2 months? A month and a half? 2 months? But yeah, we're gonna get back to our normal stream schedule going forward. But for now, thank you all for joining me for this journey through MCT AMER North and South, as well as the MWI and University Legends. We've been keeping up with 4 tournaments, casted for 2 of them, watched through 2 of them, and we finally hit the end of the journey for at least the next 2 weeks until we watch the actual grand finals. But it's been good. It's been fun. Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you all. And that's it. I'll see you all next time for the next tourney, the next big tourney that might be happening for America, or at least we see some familiar faces in and we want to support them. Or if I end up casting something else or putting something else for end up doing production for another one. But until then, that's it for Mobile Legends. We'll be getting back to our normal stream schedule starting Monday. Yeah, that's it. I am gonna stay on stream, at least on Twitch side. I might boot up YouTube side again. I'm probably gonna just be playing some Final Fantasy. But I might just stop streaming on both ends for a bit. you know, let myself reset. Yeah, we just hit a full reset, and then we'll be back in a little bit. But if not, in case something else comes up, you guys have a great Sunday. Happy Memorial Day. And I will see you all next time. Bye.